And we are live. Should be good. Oh, whoops. Misarranged some things. No longer the case. Hello, K9 and Minami. Both of you, thank you for joining. The Fire Emblem Heroes.png mines, because Fire Emblem still has you in a chokehold. I mean, I can appreciate that. I really need to play more Fire Emblemites. For a series that I like as much as I do, I have played very, very little of it. I played Heroes is the mobile one, right? So I played that one for a little bit before I finally hit my I am no longer doing any gacha games, period, kick, which I don't regret, honestly. I do not count Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, which I know is hypocritical. I don't like, or I don't mind trading card games. And granted, it is functioning in a way that the actual physical trading card game can't, but I also just like collecting them. I don't know. It's weird. Pokemon is a weird exception for me. Even then, though, I don't play Masters. I did that for a while, too, and then quit for the exact same reason. So, I'm sorry, Masters EX. Seen you since that one Transformers-like episode. Looked like a game with Transformers. You might be talking about Megaton Musashi, which we are still playing, and I definitely recommend stopping back in for. But there's never any pressure. It is nice to see you again. Happy to have you. We take nightly regulars, first-timers, and everybody in between. The oldest gacha is fishing. I like that. The thing, I think I've mentioned it before. I'm never sure who was around for what little, rants or whatever that I get on occasionally. But the thing that I have with gacha versus physical stuff like trading card games, or weirdly enough, it actually applies to fishing as well, is that there's still a finite resource. So, like, super ultra amazing golden rare Charizard is only going to be printed so many times. And in a box, or like in a shipment of booster packs, there is guaranteed to be one of them, and you can get it and then like trade it, or sell it, or keep it, or tear it in half, or do whatever the hell you want with it. And it's like an actual physical commodity, whereas a gacha game can just lie to you. Like, a gacha game could give you 5 of that Charizard, even though only one should exist, or it could give you 5 garbage things. It could give you 5 blank rectangles if it really wanted to. Like, there's no detriment one way or another to them. They can just, like, fake it. Most gacha games, I think all probably, don't operate on any kind of a knockout unlock list, or like an actual system that might imply, like, oh, so-and-so got Super Gold Charizard, so now nobody else can get it. And now, like, they're the hot shit on the block, So, that's the thing that bothers me about gacha games, is it's all of the gambling, but with none of the actual restrictions that make it more interesting and reasonable. And then they also make it so that you can't trade or you can't sell. It's actually kind of astonishing that apparently Pokemon Pocket is going to have trading. It's like one of the first digital card games to do that, which, it's going to be restricted. There's no way that they won't have it be like, you can only trade once per day, and it has to be equal value, and you need to turn in 20 trade tickets to, some stupid thing, but they'll still allow it. So, I don't know. Nature is healing a little bit, and I like Pokemon, so it's whatever. It's fair. The main thing I keep coming back to is Arknights, is I like tower defense and strategy. And that's the other thing, too. Like, if somebody likes the game, I'm not going to yell at them about it, you know? Like, life is too short, and also it's none of my business. If you want to play it, then that's totally fine. I will go up to bat for the reasons why I think it's not ideal, but, you know, it's whatever. At the end of the day, it is everybody's time and everybody's money, and however you want to go about spending your time is fine by me, as long as it's, you know, not horrible or illegal or something ridiculous like that. Also, K9, I'm sorry to hear about the lag. I maybe try refreshing your browser. There's unfortunately precious little that I can do on my end at this point. We've gone through a bunch of layers of optimization and stuff, and I think I've got it down to about the minimum of, like, I don't know, like a 5-second lag for most people. It's about Fire Emblem Heroes. Cool settings, absolutely. Give me Magitech Steampunk. That'd be cool. I mean, I think it's well known at this point, but apparently Fire Emblem Awakening, it was like their last shot for the series, and then it blew up, and now Fire Emblem is like one of their big IPs. But one of the concepts for it, because it might have been the last one, was they were gonna have it be a sci-fi one on Mars, which I think is like really interesting. Still, it's like, oh, I'd play that. What was the other thing I was? That's right, I made a new banner. Where is that at? Feed, I think. Sponsor banner. Yes. Visual settings. Image set. There we go. Change media. Bear with me just a second. This is going to be imperceptible. Provided it actually... No, that's the Twitter one still. Change media. There we go. Think? Did it not update it? No, it didn't update it. Why are you not updating? I have a new version of the sponsor. Well, it is called Sponsor Banner, but it's my social banner up at the top that has the Blue Sky link instead of the Twitter one. And it's not saving it for some reason? I might just have to figure this one out later. Hello, Ice. Thank you for joining, and thank you for the resubscription. Very much appreciated. I will figure this... Oh, no, it did update it. That means I probably messed it up. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's a funny nod to how Marth is a minor corruption of the name Mars. Oh, that is interesting. That hadn't occurred to me. Now we're 108 on the clan ranking because we picked up the new friend. I'm starting it in game right now. Yes, we are. We're very close. I don't know if anybody caught the actual stream alert name, but I'm hoping that pretty soon we'll be able to crack the top 100. So that's our goal. And we've been kind of already pushing at that a teeny bit, but I figure if we set it as an actual hype goal, then we can get things going. Nami, you're there in spirit, so I believe in your belief. With that, it's just about 10 after, so let's first of all close Illustrator so that I don't have too much crap open right now. I also, gang, I took stock of all of the thumbnails that I still need to make for the VOD uploads because of the whole Illustrator breakdown that I had in October, where it just like stopped exporting stuff properly. I have 21. I have to make 21 counting tonight's. I'm not happy about that. I'm very frustrated that it got that bad. But at the very least, it's all of October, plus a couple other things. Hello, Tenkai. No worries. Granted, a bunch of it is going to be assembly lined, but either way, let's turn that off. And that off. It's out of you, open you, create. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let's remake that whole thing that I preset. It decided to, select over twice and hit cancel. Fails. Nice style. Streaming okay. Happy to be here. That's it. Gunpla, because that seems to rope people in like crazy. Create. Yes. There we go. So, as usual, first hour is going to be open missions. I'm going to set up a chat password again. The password for chat will be chat.
Welcome!
And I'm going to start with Leo because if everybody is brave enough, I think the way to do this, I'm just now seeing that I've got to get rid of some parts, I think. I'm going to set it to new type. So get your good kits, because we're going hard. Got to get ye score up. Heads this time, okay. Let's just start from the top this time. Okay, that's enough greens. And that should be plenty. Ooh, almost! Everything except my drop rate ones are 30s across the board. Nice. Okay. It's my mouse. There is my mouse. And no boom cyclone. Yeah, no, you are absolutely right.
This is the mission desk.
Also, as per usual, gang, how are we feeling about our audio balance?
Coming!
Cycle back to here. And go new type. Actually, yeah, we'll start with new type and see how we get speed-wise. We might bump down to hardcore because that's still going to be quick, but also difficult enough to net us good score. Alright, chat is live. Right now it looks like it's just you, so that's fine. We can do it. Why not? Let's go for it. See who all else pops in. In the meantime, chat, I'm excited to be the first possibly to announce to you that, thank you, Rico, weird timing. We have, the McRib is back on the menu at McDonald's. It's very important. Very important news. What's also important is that I found a new Eurobeat playlist. I have no idea what this is going to be like. Well, new relative to what I normally play. Now that there is actual game audio, as per usual, be on Audio Watch. Please and thank you, gang. I'm starting to see new comments on the YouTube VODs. Not many, I think it's mostly just the one or two people that are catching up. But it's really funny. One of them was like, oh, it seems like there's not even the same number of opponents because, you know, people in the background are attacking things that you're not. It's like, nope, that's just the desync. Like, they don't synchronize where all of these guys are. Be nice if they did. But they don't. Alright, we're going for the cool awakening. Yeah! I've gotten it down so that I synchronize the headlight halo coming on, like, right as the sword pose hits. It's really satisfying. Still need to beat any difficulty that's not new type. Yeah? Well, okay, well, if that's the case, when you pop in, we'll switch to hardcore. Hardcore or extreme. Like, either one of the ones that I also don't have. Because that way we'll be optimizing. There you are. I love when they're just off in the background. Ooh, little moneymaker. Gotta get him. We gotta do it. Got him. I think I'm the only one that doesn't run the passive healing. I like freeing up the other skill slots for it. My Gatlings heal so quickly that I just don't need it. It's like there's a certain threshold where... Let's do the thing. Oh, no, not gonna do the thing. Try that again. There we go. And, oh, there we go. I love that Ground Breaks used to just be guaranteed it killed in 3. Like, there was no health threshold for it. It was just, if you had it, it was a KO no matter what. So I'm still kind of getting used to needing to hit that multiple times. Go. Hi, Pale Rider. I hope they eventually put your other variants in the game. Beat that bar back up. Ah, light was on cooldown. Unacceptable. Oh, I need to check and see if that backpack still has its EX skill. Or I guess it'd probably be an OP skill now. Because that's a fun one, even though it's, like, borderline worthless. I made a gimmick build with it back in 3 just to do it. Get a new event quest on the 29th. Is the good build one that was active closed now, Tenkai? I actually didn't check when I logged in. It seems like they only last for about a week, so I'm assuming it is. Mission 1. I don't know what you mean by Mission 1. Whoop, 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 whoop. No, thank you. It's very satisfying. Good build 1 did end, yeah. I'm not surprised. I'll have to check and see what the rankings were for that. I mean, surely clan-wise we kicked ass. But I'm curious how I did solo this time. Moneymaker! Got him. Ah, fuck it. I'm impatient. It's no fun for me to just stay in Awakening the entire time. I know I can do it. So I might as well actually use the Gaia combo. I should make a Gaia Armor X inspired kit and give him that move. It seems so obvious now that I say it that way. Oh, alright, bye. See if I can get it back before this mission ends. I love watching the tanks get, like, sucked away in a tornado. Magnus, if you leave that Penelope alive still, I want to do the ground break and just have us, like, synchronize crushing it. Surely I'm almost... Yeah, okay, there we go. Actually find my way back to him. There you are. That, and there we go. Shit stomp on him! Oh, it's so funny. Honestly, one of the main reasons why I keep that combo no matter what is because you can end boss rounds with it so quick if you want to. Spam some missiles to get the ground break on your end. Oh, it's fine. I mean, honestly, as long as some of the health bar is getting whittled down, then it works out. As long as one person is actively going for it. What kind of greatsword update we'll get later? I always wonder what kind of greatsword upgrade we'll get in any game that I play that has one. So, same. That one's kind of cool looking. I know it's not going to hold it right. Minami, you're not wrong. I know you're going for a silly, but you're right. Okay, let's get rid of ability cartridges. In fact, I almost kind of just want to... Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to bother on stream. Fully true with the bonus is silly. Exactly. They don't have ground break to justify the less... I mean, mine has ground break. It's just some of them don't. Alright, we're powering right into the next one. Parm entered the lobby. My god. Just fine, Rico, thanks! Oh, right, I need to check the, oh, okay, I guess that ranking isn't actually up there anymore, so we'll have to check in here, I think?
The event gallery is this
Well, that's
way.
the thing, like, it isn't called the Sword Mace anymore, you know?
Yes, sir.
Past event gallery, custom theme flashy, sword filter. Oh no! We only had 3 people upload? That's not great. Oh, okay, no, 4, because it's not showing mine. So that's good. Damn, Tenkai, you cleaned up. 16's pretty good. I mean, I don't blame him. Only had like a participation award. Really? For the clan? That's kind of surprising, actually. Guess I could check. 110 last I checked. Oh, yeah. Man, we gotta rally the troops on those. I tried on my end. Yeah, the 28th. Battle mission, Riders in the Sky. Okay, so these are actual missions, so we definitely have to do those. That'll have to happen on the stream. Might even do like a bonus night or something. Anyway. Oh my god. I'm about to just do like a whole mass... in fact, I'm gonna do that. I am going to start our ad break now, because we're 3 minutes away from it anyway, and I'm just going to spend the entire ad break time just going through and, like, feeding 1 stars to my Leo. We will be back in 3 minutes, and hopefully this part restriction will not be an issue for the remainder of the evening. Yeah, exactly. It's all about the microplastics. If you want to do another solo mission or something in the meantime, please feel free. I'm not going to be offended or feel left out or anything like that. I will be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back. See you in 3 minutes. Just did the head. I'm still gonna do it. I never leave. I know, Minami. You're fine. Okay. Ooh, we're getting close. I'm doing 20 pages of each. That's my strategy here. I need to do more, I gotta switch some of my skills around. We need EX gain, if I'm being honest. But, it's fine. Yeah, it's arms. T20. Getting up there. T20. Ooh! The legs are maxed out. Our legs are set. Why is this playlist cutting out like that? Hope that's not my connection. T20. Be bleeping out profanity? Oh, maybe. That'd be really funny. I don't think that's what it is, though. That'd be really funny. Like, now I'm thinking about that, and it is pretty good. Okay, guns. Also, we're back from ads. We're almost done synthesizing on my end. $20. For those who were not here, I am just doing 20 pages off of the bottom of each, because I do not have the patience. And left Gatling gun is still, like, way lower than I'd like it to be. Gatling gun skills are rare for some reason. Synthesize. I think that's 20? Pretty sure that's 20. Almost! I might turn off the cooldown ones, but that's fine. Either way. Left close range weapon doesn't matter. Shield. Honestly, I barely use shields. I'm going to do like 40 pages of this one. Let's do 30. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Because I feel like if I did 40, it'd be almost the entire fucking list. Shield is almost completely maxed out. Also very good. Older parts doesn't matter. Be good. Ah, Santata, I'm sorry to... Well, first of all, hello, thank you for joining, but I am sorry to hear that you are not feeling well. That is a shame. Still not feeling well, rather. Right before, like, God, on the holiday, too. That's a bummer. I am back. Still just us. I'm kind of surprised, actually.
This is the mission desk. Coming!
Alright. New type game locks, then. We are set. See what that minor tweak in performance manages to do. Hello, Red. Thank you for joining. Actually, very good timing. We're doing clan score raising right now. So if you pop into our lobby, we are just about to launch on a mission. You just caught us. Very good timing. Starbucks cold was true, no pumpkin pie. My god, Santata, don't even joke like that. use this opportunity to shut my window because, well, nah, you know what? I like that it's cool right now. Let's go. I'll hop in after resetting the game. My connection's a little weird, so hopefully restarting helps. Yeah, we can wait a second. No worries. I'm sure Magnus doesn't mind being patient. The lobby's actually pretty quiet right now, which I'm surprised by. Typically, we're pretty bumping. Hopefully a couple other people pop in and it'll help out. Hello, Sandata, in the lobby. I was thinking, in this paused moment, while we wait for Red to pop in, as a bit redemption reward, the first one that I've thought about is I'll just post a picture of Maverick. Like, just a recent photo of my dog, because I know everybody likes dogs that much. It's like, just 100 bits. You get to see a dog. I know one streamer that I follow who's, I mean, extremely famous. I'm sure most everybody's heard of him, but I follow Spike Vegeta. He's one of the main MCs for Games Done Quick, which is coming up soon, and we'll probably take a break for that, remember, just as a weird heads-up tangent thought. He's got a reward where every 25 subscriptions he feeds his dog Poppy a carrot on stream. Get the pet gif over the dog's head. I can make that work. It's angry he had to get some dental work done. Is swollen, which makes chewing hard for me. He's upsetty. Eating mom's homemade pumpkin rolls annoying. If it doesn't calm down, oh man. It sucks in general. I'm sorry to hear that he's dealing... Anything dental is just awful. I'm sure there must be a way, Santana, to get that to work. Though, that gif, I think would be really funny, actually, now that you mention it. See if we can work that out.
Gunplay is free.
So quick. Password is chat, just like it was last time. I'm checking out here. Oh, I gotta give people good builds today. What am I doing? That's really solid. Oh, I like the use of the shield on the backpack, too. The drills. I need to use those drills. And where is... There's Magnus. Come here and let me give you a good build. Why is it not? There we go. Signature build, Super ZZ or Fat Ass ZZ. Works no matter what. Very good. Always a fan of these builds. One of the things that I like the most about those ones, Magnus, is that they're really simple, but not in a bad way, you know? They're, like, very admirably, like, they look the part, for sure. Sandata joined. Keep things entertaining. I'm glad to hear that. Not Miami. Miami joined. Immediately going to give them a good build for popping in. Hello, hello. Ooh! Actually, that is pretty cool. I like the asymmetrical armor part use. Diorama God. Okay, we're going to launch this one really fast, and then Sandata and Red will take the next mission. Outbreak booster active. Cool. Let's do it. Oh, thank you, Minami. God, so bad at that. At some point very soon, I will, I'll get that map to a button on my stream deck, which I really need to remember to use more often. Still have my Spooktober buttons set up. I don't need those anymore. Also, Red, I'll have you know that last week your questions about the Discord server kind of kicked me into gear on getting stuff worked on again for the inevitable transition over. I am actually curious what all people would be interested in seeing as, like, regular joins versus, like, you know, paid subscription joins and stuff like that. So I'm still ironing that out. I've also got a couple people that have like very active, like boosted, heavily monetized servers that I'm going to ask for like vague ideas about. Nothing like, how can I turn this into a job like you do? But, you know, they'll know more about formatting and like making stuff actually worthwhile. So I'm curious for input. What are folks hoping for out of an extended version of the community? Also, please stand up. Thank you. I feel like the main Gunpla in a mission should be synchronized. It's weird that none of them are. I understand the ones that have like normal health bars, but the ones that are like the key targets for a mission should definitely be synchronized.
Subscription stuff, unless you want to have me.
Well, that's the main thing. Like, a chunk of it is supposed to be for subscription, but not a lot of. Like, I'm not going to make it so that like the entire server is barred. A, because there's not enough people for that to even be worthwhile if I was that kind of person. But B, it's just not as fun. You know, but more just like in general, like not necessarily anything pay related as much as just. In general, like, what are the kind of things that you guys all like seeing in larger servers? I'm curious. Oh, and yeah, Tenkai, I'm not saying that this is my first time noticing the lack of synchronizing. It's more just... I'm astonished that they didn't at least synchronize those guys. It's really irritating. That ground break state, because why not? Let's just get that shit out of here. An artist bud of mine in his Discord, and it's mainly for his Patreon, as long as you have separate roles for the different tiers you offer and have the public section hang out. Oh yeah, like that's the general idea for sure. I think early on too, it'll be like a big matter of, you know, whoever all is in and active will play a pretty active role in shaping what all is actually there. I mean, obviously, because one of our biggest points of hype outside of all my Mega Man stuff is Breaker Knights. That is, like, really drawing people in, which is really, really nice, because it's super fun, and it's, like, a great community night game, 100%. So, like, there'll definitely be, like, you know, a section where, like, if you're in the clan, it'll just be, like, clan chat, you know, stuff like that. Those I've already got underway. I've taken the high ground. Matters a lot in this game. Oh hey, a natural ground break. I'll take it. more than a little worrisome. There we go. With the funnel zeroing in on him. Very good. Foolish if you attempt to gain the advantage. Yeah, God. Apparently there was like an actual, like they added extra context to the reasoning of that scene in Star Wars, which I think is really funny. Like, I've got the high ground, don't try it. Like, why it was a big deal that Anakin was trying the jump. I wish I could remember all the details because I'll butcher it if I try to like really explain it. But it was essentially like they mentioned that because Anakin was aware of the crazy jump that Obi-Wan pulls over Maul. Actually, I should wait for Erebol to be in to talk about this fully. But essentially, it was like Obi-Wan did the big jump over Maul, and Anakin's like, "Oh, I could totally do that. I'm stronger than you." And Obi-Wan's like, "No, dude, you can't yet. Don't do that." And then he tries it, gets, you know, fighting game punished for it. Found the high ground is good. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that the high ground in general is it. I'm talking about the Star Wars themes specifically. And the fact that this game's combat has about all the tactical depth as like a bowl of mashed potatoes. If they had more than one health bar, I'd go for the combo again, but I'm just not going to worry about it. Oh, hey, that's going to be a group. I bet they're going to be up here, too. Gimme, 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 gimme. I was hoping that it connected two of them, but we're fine. We got one of them. Oh, moneymaker. I love calling out the moneymaker and then just seeing like every projectile in the entire game just suddenly like, shit, stop him! There we go. Actually, oh, there is something else left. What are you doing all the way over here? Just gonna build my meter back up. There we go. An 11/100th of a thousandth guy, exactly. It just occurred to me that I wasn't actually in the team Discord, so if they were in, like, where the hell is he? Oh, that's a double! It only broke one of them. Ah, no! We didn't whittle down the health enough. Ah, well. for the combo again so bad. Ah! Just barely missed it. I didn't have the whole setup. That's fine. Good enough. I can't believe they invented a special ground wave projectile just for that, but then they made bursting machine gun punch as lame as it is. So bummed. The 2 elemental punches are really cool, but like, man, what a disappointment. All sell. Fuck it. It's like, I actually wouldn't even mind it if it just lasted like at least twice as long. Like, give me the chunky combo out of it. It's not how it would work in the show, but I don't care. Like, I would rather it feel like a big special move in the game, as opposed to just like, and then it's over, you know, just like a sneeze in the direction of the other guy.
This is the mission
Elemental
desk.
Punches has hitbox issues as a mastered skill. Well, I'm not using mastered skills right now anyway, but that is still a bummer. That story.
This is coming.
Okay, so this one's going to be red, and then it actually looked like Tenkai's in too, so we're going to do red and Tenkai on this one. Alright. There's red. And there's Tenkai. Outstanding. Oh, I gotta, hold on. Give Tenkai the daily good build. 318, good job! Man! Going for it. I am ready. Man, Minami, maybe you were right about that one Eurobeat song on this list that was cutting out a bunch. Maybe they were censoring something in it. Because, like, none of the others have been cutting off like this. It's wild how much of a problem that was. Might have been raunchy. Like, the thing that really threw me off about that one is the fact that it was, like, big chunks of instrumental portions were cutting out. Not just, like, during actual, like, lyrical breaks. So that's what it was like, this is weird, but, like, none of the others are doing it. Maybe they just uploaded a corrupted file. I'm probably thinking too much about it. I love my normal-sized Leo next to you, too. Yo-yo capture enemies. Better than, like, the 3/8 hit rate in Earthbound. God, just that immediate missile sound. Feels like this is going to be a projectile-heavy mission. Really good. Corrupted audio on an MP3 or MP3 is possible. Yeah, there is that too. Get the whole activation. Put a turkey waddle on you. Okay, I can do that. Probably be in between missions. So you'll have to bear with me. You have to be on mute. Well, that's fair. Chat, you're gonna need to give him the subtitled version. Oh, God, I'm hitting my break combos. There we go. Thank you, Minami. That's perfect. There we go. Actually landing something. What skill is making that sound? Red, I think that's on your unit? I'm really curious. It's like a big old bird whine. Because I wanna. That's satisfying every time. I gotta remember to use my other EX moves. I have them, I just don't use them. These are more like the lovey Euro beats than the I'ma drive a fast car and light everything on fire Euro beats. Dance doesn't hit quite as far as... Yeah. I'll find a different playlist after this one, I think. It sucks because this one's longer, so I have to manage it less, but it's definitely not the right vibe. It's not the worst vibe, but... Oh, there we go. Now it's appropriate. You can build, not pit them against each other in Mortal Kombat. Exactly. Both so red. Oh, there you go. God, one of you guys got the kill before I could even go for the ground break. The visual for the nuke blast in this one is so good. Yeah, see Minami, it's exactly. It's good for this round. You know, not that they're lasting long. Oh, God. This is why the synchronizing thing is such a pain in the ass. Because, like, you try to hit somebody, and if somebody else is hit stunning that one, but you can't see that that's the target they're shooting at, you just can't hit them. They just don't. They're not there. This one's a little bit more hot-blooded. A little bit.
Hello.
Hello, Jay.
How are you doing?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good. Sorry for the small delay.
Oh, it's all good. I actually didn't even notice we hit 7. We're doing chat missions still.
Oh, fun. How's
You-
that going?
Very good. You guys missed another event. We only got a participation award this time because we only had 4 people.
I was very busy this weekend.
That's
I'm
fair.
sorry.
No, it's all good. I mean, it's the lead up to the holidays. I fucking get it. I'm not actually, like... Can you imagine if I was actually mad, like, you messed up our score in Gundam?
It's Gundam! We're Gundam!
I can't believe this! Friendship over.
We're done.
Well, you guys will be happy to know that Red from last week popped in for our makeup stream and is now like a very active chatter and a member of the clan.
Oh, awesome.
Welcome.
Welcome indeed.
Engaging in Mortal Kombat,
Terrible.
can I be Sub-Zero? Damn it, you can absolutely be Sub-Zero if you want. I was a Cyrax main in Deadly Alliance and no other game.
In MX-10, I was Smoke main.
Very nice. I can't play the modern ones. I don't remember if you've been around for that conversation.
I think I remember that right after I'll Be Nice and say my ex had
Yeah.
got it in Florida and we played a little bit.
I mean, weirdly enough, it didn't bother me quite as much then. I think it's the fact that they're, like, insisting on continuing to double down after that one, you know? It's like, it was neat once,
Yeah.
and now it's just like, okay, this is, like...
It is what it is
This
now.
this is just kind of too gross for me.
Also, I didn't mean to sound shitty about that. About
no,
by
of
being
course not.
nice, I meant, like, I don't want to dox her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I knew, but yeah, I guess fair for everybody else. I'm gonna close my
Yeah,
window
or
real
chat.
fast. Sorry, bud. I'm stepping right on your bed.
What is the play plan for Gundam tonight?
I am going hard on score. We are at, because of the new member, we are at clan rank 108. We've almost cracked the
shit.
top. We've almost cracked the top 100. So right
Okay.
now, the goal is let's fucking get there.
Let's go. Loading out in Kensei.
Yep. I've been Leo all night.
Should I make the private lobby?
How are you feeling about trying out the open lobby right now?
There's
I'll
not as
try
many
it.
people as normal.
Yeah, it's actually pretty low key tonight, which is surprising.
Probably
It's
'cause it was
hard
the
to dial
holiday
in.
week.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to dial in where the limit is, but yeah, it
Yeah.
feels like once the room gets too big, it just can't handle it no more.
That's very fair. I mean, let's give it a shot. I want to make sure that we're giving the fans what they want. Plus, look at these fucking super robots we got in here. It's the coolest shit. We have so many super robot fans. I love it. I guess technically right now it's just 2, but that's more than normal. Also, Tenkai was doing all the heavy lifting on the clan one. He got I think, what, like 30-something? He got a fair amount of good builds.
It looks great.
I'm gonna check. Most of the players are on Despit. Oh, it's fine. The main issue, Red, since you weren't around for it, is occasionally I almost said Tenkai. Occasionally, Airville has crashing issues if there's too many people in the lobby, which is weird because his computer's like one of the newest ones in our group. So I don't know why that's happening to him and like not me.
I
Especially
also
with...
can't.
Go ahead.
I can't make any sense as to why it won't let me load out in some of the new DLC quests. It crashes before it ever actually finishes me loading in.
Is it still doing that?
Yep.
God, that's weird.
And then I have no problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, my computer is the worst out of the three of us by a fair amount, and I don't have that. Like, the only issue I had was last week, and that was because of the fucking cyclone. So,
Yeah.
although, to be fair, when we were playing Tron Bonne last night, I had a whole I need to restart really fast issue, but that was a weird outlier that hopefully won't ever happen again.
This is the mission desk. Come, please, come, welcome.
Okay, so if that's the case, let's just avoid... Oh, well... Yeah, let's just go through story missions we haven't done yet, because we know those will work fine for you. Where did I leave off on my whole, like, quest for everything? I've got new type open for 6, 7, 8, and 9. But the thing now is, if we really want to boost this up, we gotta synchronize as best we can, so that we're all getting a score.
Let's see.
Oh, and while you guys do a little bit of reading, I'm gonna change my music, because we found out that this Eurobeat mix is mostly lovey stuff, and that's not really... Yeah, that one, that one was called Feel It Barbie.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's do a different playlist.
I show what we need to do the last mission on EX5.
I actually think I have done that one. Unless you mean... Oh, EX, like the DLC?
Yeah.
Do I have that one done already? Hold
We haven't done that one.
I have not. But also, I could do new type on EX4.
Oh, I
Mission
actually...
8 and 9.
I actually don't have any of the... I don't have any of the new type on EX5, so we could do both of those. Unless that's one of the ones that's been crashing for you.
No.
No, story's been fine.
Well, these are the DLC stories. EX5.
Right, the story has been fine.
Oh, the DLC
Quests.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay, then yeah, fuck it. Recruit friends to play. Set conditions. I will send you guys the password. So for newer comers, now that Errol and Jay are here, we're going to shift to this. You two, what I have been mulling over, I need to turn this music down a teeny bit, I think, is since we've had chat play more active, I figure if there's ever a point where either of you need to spreadsheet game really fast, we could jump into, like, I could lead them in, like, a quick team mission or something. That way we're kind of rotating throughout the night.
Yeah, that's cool.
But also, like, no worries either way. Let me send this.
My star system is almost completely done, so I have a suit for almost every occasion.
I'm getting kind of up there, too. My Leo's almost completely 100% maxed now, which is pretty nice.
This suit you're looking at, other than the guns, is 100% maxed.
Okay, password is in chat. I'm gonna go, like, over here. I'm over on the sneaky zone. Or I guess there's also the counter, too. Whatever works. Also, Minami earlier said, if we're gonna bring up Barbie, we just need to play Barbie Girl. See, the issue with that is all of the obvious, you know, actual copyright problems. That's my whole problem.
Yes. That.
Oh, Barbie Girl is fine. It's not like I would go out of my way to listen to it. I know. You also work at a bar, though, so I imagine there are certain music choices that are like, oops, it's this again, and I hate it. Although I can't picture your place playing Barbie Girl of all things. I guess I don't know.
No. We don't, at the... In order to not dox again, the place I work at is a family restaurant that happens to have an adjoining bar, and I've asked the owner before, because a customer has brought it up, and the owner has said that they don't actually like to play ambient music at the restaurant because they want to foster communication at the table.
That's very fair.
Interesting.
I like when restaurants do that. Also, not to cut you off, you should take a look at Red's Musha really fast. It's pretty funny. It took me a second to fully realize it.
Awesome.
SD head.
He's got a couple that are like the full-sized SDs, which are all pretty great.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I
love
made a
it.
real type Musha Gundam with the NTD system, is what he says in chat. Okay, so, chat. So mostly Red and Tenkai and Magnus. Your responsibility while we are on missions is to also keep accruing score. We've got to break 100. But also, if we don't, it's fine. You know, it's pretty low stakes, all things
no
considered. He's like a samurai with the banner flags on the back. Oh, that's really cool, actually. With the NTD open, apparently it looks like the samurai banner flags on his back, which is a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, that's cool.
We'll have to check that out at some point.
All right.
And
Yeah, I've got all my skip active, just as a heads up. It's like a weaker version of my Kuwagata Shogun. That's the first
oh
one.
yeah, so
Oh,
that means we gotta skip
Yeah.
this part too, don't we?
Yeah. I know. I could turn it back off for the launch ramp stuff.
Nah, you're fine.
I wish they would, like, they have all these intricate toggles now for, like, what does what and when. And one that I would love is skip cutscenes except launch ramp. Like, that one should be its own. Because it's, like, it's really short and it's cool every time. And it's easy enough to
I
skip it
agree.
manually if you want to.
Yeah.
That
Plus,
should
you
be
get to see everybody in your parties. Too,
exactly.
better.
Like, if it were just mine, I don't think I would care as much. But since it's everyone's, it's like a cool... A, this is teamwork, and B, it's a good way to showcase.
It's a good opportunity to get screenshots, you know.
Yeah, exactly. For my, like, 28 backlogged thumbnails, which, God.
But kind of circling back briefly to your songs that trigger me moment.
Yeah, sure!
I remember, I think it might have been the week before last, I texted you because a song triggered me, and it was the
Yes.
fucking Sunday Night Football anthem, and I was just like, God damn.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
You know,
No, it wasn't actually just the football tune, it was straight up the...
like
and
a song.
I'm not gonna do it, because I fucking hate it. But it's another thing that it's just straight up, it's 30 Rock is real life. They had... Carrie Underwood, if I'm remembering right,
Yeah.
do a full-on, like literally full-length country song that's just, I've been waiting all day for Sunday night.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm like, have you really though? Because the entire day of Sunday is football now, so what the fuck are you waiting for? Not to mention, Sunday's not special anymore. You have football every night of the fucking week.
You don't understand. It's the traditional football. All that other
No.
football is just shit football, except when it's not.
Traditional
Exactly.
football would be Monday night.
Is that
Or
actually
Friday
the
night.
traditional one? I genuinely
for
don't know.
professional, like in NFL, it was always Monday, and then for high school and college, it was always Friday.
Interesting. Well, not interesting, but you know what I mean. Not, obviously, no offense to you.
I really didn't mean to like go on a rant like that. I was
No,
playing
it's
it up
fine.
a little bit for the comedy of it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that the fact that I have to deal with that every Sunday, and there's literally no escaping it. I cannot get away from it.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
Nobody asked to put the NASCAR race on? That's surprising.
Oh, we lost our combo.
It was a new wet wave.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot that this one is like a double up wave. I really like this environment, by the way. I don't know if we've mentioned that
Yeah.
on stream at any point, but the fact that it's all built out of, like, broken down runners is so fucking cool.
I love it too.
Yeah.
It's such a good
It
idea.
was a little glitchy though when they first released it.
Yeah,
It
but
was
what is it?
Like, it wasn't optimized compared to some of their other maps, which is surprising because I feel like all these maps are really small.
Yeah, I've noticed, I mean, there's plenty of texture. Like, right now, my textures aren't even fully loaded in. This is just kind of like a mound, which is very strange. Wanted to be stuck in musical purgatory, I'd listen to Imagine Dragons. Now, to be fair to Imagine Dragons, Friction is a very good song. I like that one a lot. Now, granted, I like that one a lot because they used it for an insanely good Mission Impossible trailer, where they mix it with the Mission Impossible theme, and it fucking rules. It's the best version of that song, and it doesn't
I think
exist
I have
anywhere.
seen that actually.
It's one of my favorite trailers for that franchise, and I really like that franchise. Actually, speaking of, if people haven't seen Dead Reckoning, previously Part 1, but no longer Part 1 because they're not calling the next one Part 2 anymore, I really recommend that one. It's very good. The
I'll
whole
check it out then.
the whole train sequence is fucking awesome.
It feels very zoomed into my character.
It's good to be aware of yourself, I guess. Aravel, because I just remembered
Yes.
this. I was talking about a Star Wars thing earlier. Somebody in chat made a high ground joke, which I then took further because it happened because I made a high ground joke about like, hey, this isn't fucking important in here because there's no tactics in this game.
Right.
But then it reminded me of the fact that I think it was Filoni, not Filoni, the one dude that's like making the rounds on YouTube and social media who's like involved with Darth Maul a lot, but not the actor. Like it's not him.
Sam
it's...
Whitaker?
Yeah,
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, he's the voice.
Thank you. I knew it was like he played the character in some capacity. But
He's
so
actually done the voice of Palpatine too.
oh, right on. I think he does a couple.
Starkiller.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is Starkiller. Like he did the mocap and everything for it.
In any case, I guess recently there was a short that popped up on my YouTube feed that was him explaining further significance of the don't try it, like, I've got the high ground, you underestimate my power, that whole thing. Are you aware of that? It feels like if anybody was, you would be.
I haven't seen that clip, actually.
I haven't seen the clip, but I probably know what he's going to say, but
Okay.
I would like to hear your recounting of
I'm
it.
definitely curious. You will definitely, if you know about it, you'll know more than me. Also, Combo, it was basically young Anakin off-screen at some point during all of their adventures, heard the story about Obi-Wan versus Maul, where he gets the drop on Maul because he does the Force jump out of the tube, and that's how he, quote-unquote, kind of gets the high ground in that fight, gets it behind him, and does the final kill, right? And so in that moment, I guess the context was like, well, Anakin thinks he can do that, but Obi-Wan is like, no, you can't do that yet. You're definitely not strong enough to Force jump that high, maybe, or something like that. He's like, you underestimate my power, and then does the thing, and that's, like, a little bit more context to, like, hey, so why don't try it? Why it's a memed moment. Can you tell us more about it? He was like, yeah, so here's the thing. And I guess that was, like, a fan theory for a while, and him confirming it was, like, really vindicating for certain fans, but that's the first I'd ever heard of it.
The fan theory, yeah.
So...
That one, I have a complicated relationship with the meme because it became a meme, and so many people have since been like, it doesn't actually hold any strategical importance at all, and it's because of these reasons. And I'm like, you act like it's impossible to
Money
cut
man.
your feet. Like, literally it makes your area to guard as small as possible. It's also, like, kind of far from your hand, but if you have a weapon of the right length for your height, that's not really a problem. So there's a lot of arguments back and forth on martial combat, one way or the other. Like
about just having the high ground, like that part, or the flip. Okay.
Yeah, literally just having the high ground.
That always struck me as like the weirder part of the meme, because it's like, yeah, the high ground is important, like in general. Also, the combo. I love it so much, you guys. I'm sorry, I've been doing it all night. Get these ground breaks with me. No! Oh, we missed one of them. That's fine. But yeah, I'm sorry. Continue.
Not to get on too far of a tangent here, but again, recently I was talking with somebody about because I'm a history buff, I listen to a lot of history podcasts and analysis on YouTube and such, and somebody was breaking down the fight between Hector and Troy in the movie Troy, the fight between Hector and Achilles. And one of the comments he made was that there's no way the story lends itself to such a theatrical acrobatic combat. And I'm like, well, no. In the story, it's like he threw his spear, he dodged, he threw another spear, it hit, he wins. It's very simple.
Yeah.
But in terms of these fighters historically would not have been doing that, I was immediately like, yes, they would. I'm sorry, Achilles is
spears?
like... No. The
acrobatic. Okay.
And I was like, I'm sorry, yes, they would. He's supposed to be the best martial fighter in the world of his era. He's going to show. He's going to fucking have fun with it. And try all kinds of crazy stuff and catch you on your flank that you don't think you can get to because he can.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
I also imagine, like, knowing nothing about, like, this from an actual historical standpoint, because I go more off of Rule of Cool, and I know you know that, I would imagine that there would actually be a psychological component of, like, obviously this is a fake example and not what you were just talking about specifically, but like, oh shit, oh my god, that guy just did like 20 backflips at me, I'm fucked. You know, like, if you can do that, what else can you do? My morale is destroyed, please just kill me quickly. Like, I assume that that would actually be a real component of some kind.
To an extent, like,
Not
on the
an
flip
important
side,
one, or comparatively.
On the flip side of that argument, another panel I have found recently is a kind of archery specialist who also happens to be a pole dancer, and
That's very progressive, I'm proud.
he managed to kind of marry the two of them because he found in a lot of like historical textbooks and such of like the archery tactics and how to get the drop on your target and stuff like that. They would all like hang from tree branches.
Sure.
So yeah, there's like a
yeah,
weird cross section there.
No, yeah, that does make sense. Like, it took me a second, but it's like, oh yeah, okay, that totally tracks, because you're like whipping around on a pole, basically, you know, for lack of a better term.
Right, and so one of the comments he made was like, absolutely, like we have tapestries and paintings and stories of people going all out just to show off because they could. Like, when you get that good, you get bored just hitting the center of the target. You challenge yourself.
Yeah.
You decide, can I hit the center of the target with my feet? Like,
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Well, you can finish up. I think you still got a couple sentences to go.
There was just the tail end of that being like, we have proof. Like, people actually did do that.
Yeah.
Like, obviously shooting with your feet in.
Because it'll demoralize the enemy if you see your buddy get killed by somebody who's shooting with their feet. It's obvious. I know.
I was literally just about to be like, obviously the feet shot isn't going to happen in combat, but like the fact that they trained, the fact that they trained enough to like hang upside down from a tree branch and hit their target, or be able to like sprint away, jump midair, turn around and hit their target, and then land and keep running. Like, all of these things were things they did. It wasn't a stagnant bullseye marksmanship challenge.
Yeah, definitely.
And then now there's like this whole subsection of, I don't want to say like pseudo archaeology, but like this pseudo martial experts who are like, there's no way they would have done that, and you're like, all right.
You guys ready to be mad at me?
No.
I didn't reset my difficulty. We did that on normal.
I thought that was
That's okay.
a little easy. Oh,
I
that's
know.
so cool.
God damn it. I'm upset. What's cool? What now? I'm assuming a build.
Breaker Maverick has a really dope, like, set. I can't wait for you to come back and check it out. Or no, he's right behind you.
Hey!
Oh, he's gone. He said no. He noped out.
It's fine. I believe that Maverick is one that's been in a couple of our chats already, too. Also, hello, Surgical. Thank you for joining. Imagine talking to your friend and all of a sudden you see your buddy get absolutely destroyed by the world's craziest dropkick, also diving in right now. Looking forward.
Oh no, party limit reached.
What? No, shouldn't be.
Oh, part limit reached.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, like, wait a minute.
Hang on, Breaker Maverick.
Yeah, no.
See, he's got some cool suit.
No, wait, that's Richard. That's Richard from fucking Metal Wolf Chaos.
Awesome.
Or at least it's very close. No, I guess it's not. It might as well be.
Photon Storm M2. Alright.
I mean, it's getting a good build no matter what. Also, G-Wing and Endless Walls, very nice.
The visor is very Turin Login on Epsilon. I love it.
Legs and guns. Alright.
Epsilon.
That's a
Oh
suit.
yeah, that's really dope. Oh, it's definitely, he's even got the arms crossed. Yeah, it's really dope. I love seeing people's builds. It's always so fucking cool.
Nice and classic look of Pixie.
Yeah, Mavericks is really dope. Again, really proving that you can use the, use those, like, I'm already forgetting the part names, but, like, those Gatling guns, like, those specific weird, like, credit card parts, and have them not look, like, really terrible, because, man, I don't like those things by default. Also, Arifel, I'm set to go when you lock in.
I'm having to sell a whole bunch of stuff.
Do you know what I did right before you guys joined? Because I kept having it happen, like, once, and then another, and then another. It was... I just went in and sold 20 merged 20 pages of each one. It's just like, nope, I'm done. I don't even want to look at them. I don't care. So I just went to the bot. It was like, here's all my gray stars. Fuck it.
Asgold. Or Asgold? Ashold?
Sandata, am I
Asgold?
dumb? Check clan rank. Clan rank is still 108.
It doesn't update every time.
Yeah, there's that
like
too.
15 minutes, 15-20 minutes, and it updates.
Ooh, surgical. That's a really cool one. I dig this. Oh, with the salute too. Very nice. Oh, I just realized too. Yeah, Arifel, do your selling because I just remembered that Dema asked for a V prop earlier, and I haven't put it in yet. I need to give myself a turkey waddle really fast.
I think. Are you allowed to go into clan room with a mission?
I don't remember. I guess find out.
Oh, that's a. Where did I know this from?
Copy that.
Zendaya G or 64RD 64 has a really cool design going on.
There should be plenty
Oh,
of
Sandata?
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sandata's a regular. He's based on Ness from Earthbound.
Oh, I totally see it. I love it.
He's even using the yo-yo weapon.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which one is it?
I think he just phased out, but it's Sandata's
Oh.
build the next time you get an opportunity.
Looking good.
All these suck. I'm just gonna draw one really fast.
I'm just gonna hand out as many good builds as I can.
Yeah, go for it. Actually, here, you know what? Well, I make this
All ready
waddle.
when you are.
Yeah, you're set. We've got an ad coming up in 3 minutes. I'm gonna hit an ad break really fast while I get this asset
So it
made.
doesn't interrupt.
Yeah, it's just I might as well. So like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
valid.
run this while I make this asset really fast. We will be back in 3 minutes. Everybody get a snack, get a drink. Everybody, we will be back shortly. Okay.
I don't know why, but I really wanted to be like, "You're not my dad." When you said trying to drink.
Listen, I'm just trying to do
Epsilon.
what's best for you.
I really like Epsilon suit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, there's
I
a-
like.
It is astonishing how many cool ones we get in here. Like, I know that I'm setting it up almost intentionally where it's like, yeah, it's, you know, come showcase your builds. Because, you know, that'll make people show up. And I want that. But at the same time, you know.
Oh, while we're on ad break, I think I discovered recently that you're not actually harming us at all by setting it up to do lower difficulties. Because essentially, the point differential between lower difficulties and higher difficulties is much less than the time it takes us to finish the mission.
I
was
figured,
able to clear
yeah.
out. I was able to clear out like all of chapter 1 and 2 in the easiest difficulty in like 30 minutes, and it added so much to my score. It's obscene.
Yeah, I had a feeling that that was going to be the case, to be perfectly honest, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I didn't want to risk it. I also figured it'd be,
Yeah.
like, a little bit more exciting, maybe, but we can swap over, actually. I think that might be the way to go. Yeah,
Well,
that's
we can
funny.
like let's not mess with this one. We can do this one on new type.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
like reset. I'm just saying like don't feel pressured to like new type is the only way to do it. I realized that a while back. And I
Oh,
was
no,
just like, oh
it's,
shit, all right.
it's less that and more that new type is going to go quicker if we're all working on it, and then the lower difficulties
Yeah.
are ones that
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
do, like, separate if we need to.
hmm
Granted, that's not the only reason I'm doing it, because I'm an idiot and also didn't know the score metric too well either. But, you know, I feel like it's at least multi-ability enough.
Heck
Yeah.
no, that's really cool SD.
You know, PNG, what am I doing?
Lovable Keko.
Yeah.
It's you.
Yeah.
16. Jerky Waddle, save. I need this at 300 PPI because I keep forgetting to fucking do that. Oh, I forgot to put on the ad break thing. Oh my god, I'm the worst at this.
You didn't even start the ad?
No, I turned on the ad. I forgot to put on my little splash thing.
Oh, okay.
To, like, show people that show up that are like, oh, what's going on here? Okay, anybody who can hear me, don't panic. I am closing Honk really fast because I need to reload the image library.
He's closing everything. Run. Ah.
Jay, this is exactly what I asked not to happen! Okay, turkey.
Also, I did send you my link for my honk.
Oh, yes, you did. Shit, give me a second. Did I save
No
it to the
worries.
wrong folder? Am I an idiot?
I don't
Mm.
know.
Thank you.
I'm not a professional. I can't determine that.
Magnus.
Ad break is over. Turn that off. I'm still struggling to get this asset in, but I will not fail Dama. Do you want to see Silver Bullet, Assault Buster, or Emerald Salamander? Emerald Salamander is really cool.
I like
Sounds
Like
Like
that's
right up my
like
alley.
name-wise, very, very dope. See my Musha in
Yeah.
action or the funny waifu build. Okay, hold on. Cannot believe
Kai. I
put this
love
in
the
wrong
suit.
folder.
Hey. Nice.
Am I an
The
idiot?
Emerald
Where
Salamander.
is it?
No.
Oh, well, kind of.
Okay.
I
well,
put-
then
I put it
guess
in-
I was wrong.
It's fine. Leave that, Leo, because I don't need it. Minimize out. Honk is reopening.
Black model. Or no, a nice earth tone model. Was it like a Xeon version?
Sweet build.
Create layer.
Ooh.
This is such a dumb request. Okay, there we go.
That has a cool white.
Top.
Like
Yes.
almost like
Save.
a. I don't want to say pearl. That doesn't sound right. But like a good gunmetal white,
There we go.
like Echo.
Mm-hmm.
I have your turkey waddle is attached now, Dama.
Ervil. Sonata. Sorry,
Sundata.
Sundata is back with the Nest outfit.
Nice.
Here we go.
Checking out Zipper right now. Ooh. With the nice
Yeah.
carbon steel design and the nice gold on Unicorn. Or is it Banshee? Either
Oh
way, it looks
yeah,
great.
Magnus. This one is like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Good to be here.
Came back so friend can see Gunpla.
Yeah, it was Unicorn. I was right.
Lovable.
Looks great.
I like the colors on Lovable Geckos, the Barracuda.
Yeah, that's what the like metallic white Jay was talking about.
Yeah, it's great because it's like metallic, but it's not at the same time. It's like subtle enough.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the Emerald Salamander came out great. I like it.
Ooh, hang on. Where's that at? I gotta see it.
That's the Surgical Gamer.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
You're teeny. Yeah, that's dope. I should make an like an SD, not just Hyperorb at some point. Very nice.
See, that's how she should have done her suit. I totally agree, Red Guy. I like that a lot better. That's how they should have done her suit. I forget the character's name, but I feel like that is a much better...
Yonko. Oh, that's really
Yeah.
cool, yeah. I dig that mask setup. That must have taken a decent amount of finagling to get to work. Oh, right, that kid's actually gonna come with that backpack shield.
I would have just preferred the suit she actually used in the series.
Also, yes. Oh, deployed on a mission, okay. I thought we crashed for a second. I was like, oh god, everybody's dropping like flies! Hi, Hod. That's not Hod, that's Jay. I already gave
Ooh.
you a good build.
Haha,
Greedy.
I am. Ooh, Matt, Tyranno, you would like
Yeah!
lovable...
My man!
Looking good.
Leo flight type.
Hell yeah. Deeply appreciated.
I like your multiple uses of green in
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
It's pretty solid.
I like this one a lot, Red Guy.
Taurus. Yeah, kinda. I would love to see the other wing mooks get added in here at some point, but it's just not
I
fucking
agree.
happening right now.
I would love Tauros, Mercury.
Mercury, I could be done with the DLC entirely if they just gave me Mercurius. Like, I wouldn't need any. I would like more, but if they were just like, okay, game's over, Mercurius is in, it's like, yeah, okay, we did it, good game.
GG.
We're all set. Also,
If and when they actually give us Mercurius and Viate, I'm fully willing to do matching pairs with both you guys to do
please.
like the joke I had made with you a while back.
What is it? The Dom, like brothers.
Mm.
The Black
with those
Tri-Stars?
suits? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be pretty cool. Yo! Look at Shadow Buster really fast before we launch really quick. Over with me. Or on stream. I love
Great
these super
Maverick,
robot
that's
builds.
awesome.
So much. I'm so glad so many people are making weird super robot designs in this.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. You just couldn't do it in 3. Not to the same degree.
There's so much
I'd be down-
adjustable.
I know. Yes!
Dr.
I would be
Ack,
too-
great suit.
Yep.
I'd be down to do something similar to the Black Tri-Stars if I didn't hate the Dom so much.
Well, that's what I was saying. If it was with those suits, not that with not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the same concept with those suits.
With Mercurius and Viate.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
Okay.
just something adjacent for sure. Oh, hey, Surgical's got another one. I like the top hat. From what I saw, anyway. Or not a top hat. That's still good, though.
Mobile Suit MO59 Strawberry Pop.
Okay, I'm going to launch us into a mission.
I'm ready.
We are
I'm ready.
doing it. Yes. Oh,
There
wait,
should be a
yeah,
magical
yes.
girl team that goes off and have adventures over there.
Honestly, that's pretty great. If we had, like, clan members who were just, like, a sub-team of the Vanguard that were just a magical girl squad, I would be 100% all for that.
At Astral Vanguard Sentai Squad.
Exactly. I know I mentioned the Megazord, but I would like to do a Sentai, just like a regular suit. Would be really cool, too. I could
It'd
do
be cool
a
if we could all
matching
do
pair.
suits. We could all do one part of the combination suit, and then one of us do the complete suit.
That'd be really hard, but I kind of want to do that. Magnus, you don't have to do... Well, what I'm saying is also, like, it would be nice to have more clan members, is kind of the low-key, like, hint, hint. But I'm not going to stifle anybody's creativity. You guys make whatever you want.
No, I want a magical schoolgirl of the blue rider that he does. Don't kid yourself. You know you want to see Magnus like that.
Oh my god. Okay, let's do this again, but in the correct difficulty. I still need to make a Blue Jay, so I can be there in spirit. Oh yeah, that would be really good, Minami. I can think of like 3 ways to do that, too. Oh, the grunt suit part. Yeah, Max, I mean that too. Oh, shorthand. So you two haven't been around for the Tron Bond playthrough on Mondays, which is obviously fine. But one mechanic that's in that game that I did not know about until we started playing it, because I've never actually played it before this playthrough. You know the Serb bots, right? The little Lego men?
Yeah.
So there are 40 of them in lore. Like, that is actually a thing. In Legends 1, that didn't really matter that much, because usually you'd only see, like, 5 at a time, so it was just kind of, like, implied. But in Tron Bond, Misadventures of Tron Bond, they are, like, it's an RPG mechanic. There are 40 of them, and they all have different stats, and you can name all of them. So everybody in chat has been picking their favorites and getting named after the Serb bots. It's been really fun. So if at some point you guys want to pick ones, if you, like, watch the VODs or, like, look up a list or something like that, the only stipulation is if it's already been chosen. Obviously, I'm not going to boot anybody out, but
Oh, just kidding.
I only wanted to do it if I could make somebody else not have fun.
How do you know? I kid.
Oh, you know, it's just the normal Jay's a bastard vibe.
Uh-huh.
Out of these names, okay, Surgical's got another name set. There's Kachidoki, White Comet, or Whitdorty Gundam? I'm probably pronouncing that one wrong. I mean, Kachidoki sounds like it could be kind of cool. That's making me a little nervous. You guys see the health bar under the ground, right?
Yeah, I see it. I just can't attack it.
I wonder if I can
don't.
Gaia him. I can!
Thank you.
The ground isn't safe when the ground is my weapon, fucko!
Uh-huh. I like the White Comet, personally.
White Comet is also a very good name.
But I'm a sucker for space.
Magnus says, fuck you, I cast Earthquake. In all caps.
Have I sent you the Parks and Rec meme I found a while back? That was the I want to say Venezuelan ambassadors, and he's like,
I know the meme. Yeah, I don't remember if you sent
believe
me
it or
one of
not,
those.
jail.
Yeah.
But it's that sequence, but instead they replaced his face with Torterra, and it's just like, believe it or not, Earthquake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could basically.
Rival comes at you with the fire type, Earthquake. Other rival comes at you with the water type, believe it or not, Earthquake.
The worst part about that, for me as an Electric fan, is you could basically replace Torterra with anything, and Earthquake still kind of applies. It's like, cool. I love it. My favorite.
Torterra's argument on that front that he is a starter with good attack stat.
Oh,
and
100%.
gets stab, and yeah.
Yeah, like, I get it for sure. It's just like, all I need to hear is Earthquake, and it's like, good. We got White Comet after. Oh yeah, I'm down to see all of them Surgical. I'm super into all of it. Fucking ribbons. Speaking of old memes. I don't know if you guys are aware of that one, actually, now that I
That's
think
an
about it.
old one.
I don't recall.
It's one that I mostly remember because Myth was really into it for a while. But I guess when 00 was still like the most recent Gundam, so like a while ago now, like the joke was just like fucking ribbons, like just. I don't know if it was the name or the fact that he's just kind of an asshole in the show or any of the other stuff, but it was just like that was the memes. Just
It was a little bit of column A, a little bit of column
Yeah.
B, I felt like.
I'm sure it's a fair combination. I love when it's the one guy left and you just see all of the projectiles converging on one spot.
Get him!
Dust this bitch.
Exactly. Tenkai, Evil Amuro. Yeah, no, I mean, Amuro is also, Katra in Wing, too, which, like, still throws me off. And, or no, he didn't play Ribbons, he played Setsuna. Maybe he played both of them. I guess I wouldn't be surprised, but probably not. I don't remember him having a big range. Not to his discredit. I mean, he's still a good voice actor, but he does kind of just sound like when you realize that Amuro and Katra have, like, the same voice actor, it's kind of like, oh!
It is the same voice.
Yeah.
That has been busted for me now.
What, the voice?
I never noticed that.
The voice thing?
No?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I mean, I
Yeah.
guess
Is it?
it probably
the voice-
really only occurred to us because we got so deep into the Dynasty Warriors rabbit hole. I know you played it a lot too, Jay, but I remember looking up a lot of shit because of that game.
I
found
I
out-
liked playing it, but I didn't look into the voice acting.
Yeah.
I found out that rabbit hole when I started watching 0079 and I heard Roa in the background more than a few times. I went, wait a minute, what's going on here? And looked it up and I was like, oh my god, these guys are everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, who's Troa in 79?
Like a
he
lot?
just does a bunch of background
Oh, okay,
voices
that-
for
that makes more
79,
sense, 'cause,
just like he
like-
does for Ling.
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
Same for the guy who does Amuro. Like, he does a bunch of
Yeah.
background voices, too.
Well, and also, like, every fucking protagonist, apparently.
Yeah.
Surgical earlier said, "Parry this, you filthy casual." I'm assuming in line with the groundbreak thing, but really, it's just funny no matter what. A singular JP voice actor has done an entire binder of voices they have done. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not surprising. There are certain Japanese voice actors that are just, like, carrying the entire industry on their back. Oh, Ervil, this is one that I think I might have already told you at some point, because I know it comes up in chat occasionally, because we've got a lot of voice actors slash seiyuu, I think is the term, fans in our regulars. But you know, well, I guess easier question. Did you watch Gurren Lagann in Japanese or in English?
English.
Okay. In Japanese, I don't remember. I think I watched it in English too. Now that I think about it. But either way, the classic Japanese voice actor for Viral, forget how you're pronounce it, is Link from Ocarina of Time.
That's
hilarious.
awesome.
Like, his whole career is just him going, "Ah!" It's amazing. Like, he's just a really hot-blooded guy. That's his whole shtick. It's like, oh, now I hear it. It's really funny. So, I guess to specify, adult Link, but I think that was a given.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. I like that.
Yeah. It's really good. I know, I think Tenkai is the one that always points that out, so I'm sure if you ask nicely, he could point out an entire IMDb page's worth of that guy. His voice actor was Guy from Go Gaigar and a lot of other mecha MCs. That does not surprise me. Also, that's coming from Red, so Red's also a voice actor buff. I always appreciate that kind of thing. I don't remember why I went down this rabbit hole specifically. I think it was just in another one of my chat groups we were talking about cartoons, and I brought up Shaolin Showdown, because that show is fucking unironically great.
That was good.
I found
I
out...
like Jackie Chan just a little bit better.
Oh, Jackie Chan Adventures is great, too. Like, obviously. Kids WB had, like, a really good lineup for a long time. But,
Yeah.
It didn't occur to me until I looked up the wiki page that a lot of the voices in Shaolin Showdown are, like, really high profile. And it's, like, ones that I'm shocked I didn't notice, because, like, when you hear it, it's like, oh, yeah, obviously that's him. So, like, Dojo the Dragon is Wayne Knight. One of the leads is, oh god, I just looked this up. Ren, the one that voices Stimpy, among other things. And,
yeah.
oh my god, why am I blanking on his name? Oh my god, Fry... Tom Kenny. Tom Kenny is one of them.
Really?
Then Tara Strong is Omi. So it's like, oh,
Tara
okay, so
Strong?
like, all of this is crazy. So then I keep looking into it, and Arable, did you watch the show? I don't remember if you're familiar with Shaolin or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Cat Nappe, the one recurring villain in the cat suit,
Yes.
she
Yes.
is everybody. She is Samus from the Metroid Prime games. She is
Wow.
Femshep. She is in, like, a bunch of Star Wars. She's in a
really?
bunch of Star Trek.
I
She's,
know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
As soon as you said Femshep,
She-
I'm like, no, yeah, I know
Yeah,
exactly
like,
who that is.
she is in goddamn everything. It's like, how did I not know that? And how are you not, like, the female lead in this show? Like, your pedigree is unbelievable. She's just fucking everywhere. Yeah, Jennifer
Yeah.
Hale. Thank you, Magnus.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
like, God damn! And, like, again, when you hear it, it's like, oh, yeah, that totally makes sense. Because, like, other ones were, she's Jean Grey in a lot of the X-Men cartoons, which I also
Yeah.
think is really
Really?
cool. Yeah, like, in all of them, including the 90s series, I think. Like, she's just fucking... She's everywhere. She's every voice. It's unbelievable. Then, Phil Lamar was in it, I think, as...
Yep.
Who was the fat ninja? I don't think that was Lamar, but, like, he was also a guy, Tubby Mora. It's just, like, the entire
Yeah,
voice
yeah.
cast is stacked. It was like, oh my god, like, how did you afford all of these voices? This is insane.
That's back when voice actors didn't get paid a lot.
It must
Yeah.
have been. But
Yeah, I mean, Jennifer Hale has also done a few interviews where she's mentioned, like, especially before breaking out in Mass Effect, like, she wasn't getting paid shit.
That's wild to think about, knowing what, like, nostalgic stuff she's attached. Because, like, just being Jean Grey in the 90s X-Men, you'd think would write you a ticket forever, because that is, like, such a beloved show.
Yeah, I don't remember what interview it was, but she went on a good, like, 10-minute talk about how insane it was to basically spend every, like, working hour doing nothing but voices and basically getting minimum wage for it all.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me in general, which is a shame, because it should, but, you know. God. But yeah, so that was just, like, it caught me off guard because, like, Kat Nappe is such, like, a B-tier villain in that show. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I guess you've just got, like, all of the and, you know, when you're up alongside, you know, Phil Lamar and,
Right.
I just said his name! Why am I spacing on the fucking name again? Oh my god. It's fine. You know what I'm talking about. Stimpy again.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Fry, and, like, everybody who I should remember immediately. Anyway, I don't remember what got us on that tangent, but I thought that was really cool.
I actually because you brought up Phil Lamar, I was telling one of my coworkers about him the other day. It's like, that man has an insane career, and it's kind of hard not to love him.
Oh, yeah. I also really love the old joke that I'm sure isn't the case anymore, where he himself called himself the only black man in voice acting. Just because, like, it's like, yeah, okay. Maybe, like, it wouldn't be funny if it were anybody other than him saying it about himself. But that would have been, like, at least a decade ago, probably more.
That also feels like something one of his castmates, I guess, at Matt TV would have poked fun at him for. You know?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that was part of it too. I was like, so this man was Static Shock and
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
I'm
Samurai
dead.
Jack. And oh shit.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry.
He did play Jack. No, it's fine. It just happened. I always forget that he played Jack, which is weird because like Samurai Jack is so fucking good, and it's such a good role for him. And I remember he was in an interview about that role where he said that was like one of his favorite paychecks of all time because he didn't have to do anything. Like he basically just went in and went like, huh, one time, and then that was like the whole episode. And he got paid like full price for it. It's like, yeah, that sounds right. It's basically a show with no dialogue, and yet your performance is still so excellent.
He doesn't
it was
talk
either
much in the show.
No.
Yeah, it was either that there was no dialogue or there was a bunch of dialogue.
Yeah, that's true. Oh man. Also, meanwhile, I think Chad is just talking all about Japanese voice actors in Sentai, and I'm like way here for that too.
I'm still not a big fan of in Dragon Ball Z that the whole entire Sun family is done by one person.
In Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's always been really tricky for me because, like, I monumentally respect that woman. Like, she's so cool.
I do too, don't get me wrong.
And so into it. But it's like, I agree. Like, and it's, you know, and it sucks too because, like, Sean Schmiel, I think I'm pronouncing that right, is such a good, Schimmel, thank you, is, like, such a good Goku. But, like, it has more recently become very obvious that he's also kind of a dick in real life. It's like, no! Like, you can't do that! Like, that's not allowed. If you're gonna play Goku for this long, you have to be a good guy. Fuck you! Like, and it's nothing, like, major scandal-wise or anything, you know, like, he didn't come out as, like, violent or, you know, sexist or anything crazy like that. But he's been accused of a couple things. So, like, oh, that's cool, great. God damn it. Although I will say, I think he's recently started streaming a playthrough of Kakarot as Goku, and I do kind of want to watch that.
It seemed like in more recent years
I'm
he's
dead
been
again.
chilling out.
He's dead
when
again.
he was younger.
Yeah, I think he's kind of turned around on it a little bit. I think one of the biggest turning points for him must have been, oh, hey, I'm alive. I guess it just, like, gets you back up. Is for a long time, the thing that tipped me off about that for him was when he got asked about Team 4-Star in a panel, and he was, like, really not into them at all. Like, he was pretty against the whole thing, like, calling it, you know, theft and disrespectful and shit like that, and everyone's like, I don't know about this, man. But then, like, everybody else loves them. Like,
Even
why am I... I'm zoning out on So many voice actor names today.
Chris Sabat.
Yes,
Even Chris
Sabat.
Sabat, like
Yeah,
one of the
he's
biggest
way into it.
Funimation CEOs, was like, yeah, I love these guys.
I think at one point, and it's hard to tell if it was him like just being really polite or not, I think he said to Taka, like directly in person, that if he ever retired, he would want Taka to take over as Vegeta, which has got to be like the most validating thing anybody could ever hear. So it's like, okay, so you're clearly
Lanny.
okay with this. Lanny, thank you, not Taka. But yeah, so like that's a thing, and then it was one of the other voice actors too. Adult Gohan. Adult Gohan's voice actor is also like a big fan of theirs, and I think once they started being more public about liking Team 4 Star, Sean kind of chilled out a little bit, because it must have been such a bad look for him to be like the only one that was like, oh, I don't know about these guys, and it's like, I don't know, Vegeta disagrees with you here, Goku.
I think he
that's-
really liked his role as Goku and didn't want to lose it, and really trust. He didn't want to get in bad shape.
Oh,
with the
100%.
Japanese
It's definitely that.
studios.
I think
That's
Zarbon
probably
as
what
well.
but it just came off a little rough. On
Oh,
the
yeah.
English side.
Yeah,
of
definitely.
things.
Oh my god, look at this dude! Look at Ely! He's got a skull belt buckle! This is dope. Coming back to, like, these
Whoa.
really
Okay.
good...
Okay. Whoa.
Lion. That's dope.
That is super dope.
Taka did sell. Yeah, no, Magnus, it was a misspeak on my end.
But Chris Sabat and Takahata have been on a panel before. And, like, we're legitly just at a Dragon Ball Z panel just being like, yeah, I like this guys. I wish I could do more with them, but,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah. I know that, the Japanese studios are
Oh, wow.
not big fans. I love this Destroyer, by the way. Like, really excellently cool Maverick. The mouth work and
Wow.
everything. You guys know he's a Godzilla baddie, right? Because
Yes.
it's like I gotta give props to a fucking actual kaiju. That's amazing.
Or
That is-
Breaker Maverick.
How'd you get
Yeah.
the teeth done?
I
That is
think
crazy.
it's the two Barbados nails sticking
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not the Maverick that I thought. My God, we've got a bunch of
You
people
are right.
named
It's the
Maverick.
nails. This is Breaker Maverick.
Maverius. Oh no, I know. He popped up in chat.
Oh.
I like that one. That's a good setup. Got a bunch of guys in here. Custom theme protagonist style individual rank 3 showed up. That's the Crossbone Patchwork, which is a great name, by the way. Oh, you gave him like a Junker hook arm. That's a really cool idea.
We went
Yeah.
up a level.
Oh, really? Nice.
We're 107.
This one's really good too. Good going. I saw something about a circle being present. Oh, surgical. This one's cool too. Mavericks everywhere praise Sigma. I know, it's making it so complicated because the folks showing up
Whoa.
with Maverick in their name, anytime I say like, oh hey Maverick in chat, that's like the code word for a spammer that we usually ban. So it's like, oh shit, I need to like specify now.
Did you see?
Tadadin.
God, it's
Did
really
you see Magnus's current loadout, Pylon Carrier?
cool. I think yes,
Oh,
yeah.
that's really cool, Magnus. I
We-
love that.
Dope.
We played with that build earlier actually.
Okay.
Maverick is my actual name. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
that's cool.
I get you. The one full of bees. Yeah, that's his funnel build. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Bees.
I know, right?
Bees.
Looking good.
Yeah, no, I really dig this one. I'm gonna set us up with the next one. I think for the sake of speed, we're gonna go with that strategy you were
This
talking
is the
about.
mission desk.
I'm good.
I feel like, did we hit an ad earlier and I just didn't
McDonald.
notice?
We didn't. Oh.
Huh. Okay.
It just
Oh,
looks good. McDonald. Is
Yeah,
this-
we're getting
Is
pretty
this
full
based off
too.
the
I
like?
recall. Oh, there's White Comet. That's really dope.
Oh, I'm excited to check that out in a second. Mav is someone who double takes whenever I hear my government name. Oh wait, Maverick is like your name, like your real
Yeah,
name.
that's-
Oh,
what they were
okay.
saying.
Well, it's like I thought that you meant that was like your main screen name because that's not something that I'm used to hearing. God, wow. All right. Yeah, that's definitely. Oh, well. That makes it a little complicated, but we're happy to have you either way. So, hey.
We just call you Triera now.
Oh, well, I mean, that should be mine either way. Maverick would be incorrect on my end. Password is up. I bumped us down to just hardcore, so we should be going much faster. Surgical, let me see. This looks really, really cool.
Passwords in chat.
Yeah.
Did you change it?
No.
Okay.
My part limit has been reached.
Yeah, I do this one a lot. I'm so
What has
glad
been
people are
reached?
using the glow materials so effectively.
The
Yeah.
body.
Makes me want to try to incorporate it more, but
I know.
most of my designs are so
Well, that's what I'm doing with like my weird nuclear
simplistic in a way.
rod joints to emulate the glows on my VTuber.
Sweet build.
Oh
So
yeah,
all of them have like a slightly emissive vibe to them. Even I know the deep lore. This is really cool. God, I love
No way.
these knights. It's just all cool builds. I just can't believe like the third ranked builder showed up. Like those are the ones that always catch me off guard. Cause you guys heard me when I said that, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like, holy
that's-
shit.
Son of a bitch.
One of the guys.
Torsos, arms, both arms.
Like I said, I just went through and sold 20 pages of all of them.
I need to do that, but I just don't want to take up too much time, so I'm just trying to sell a couple.
Yeah. This one's cool. Props on using the Gundam Rose arm. I really like that arm. It's a shame it clips with literally everything, but that's nobody's fault. Brush Viper. That's very cool. It's a good name.
Told me to sell more arms.
I dig it. Our lobby has been perceived. Yeah, exactly, Minami. Gira Maxima, Exceed Gundam, or Gira Maxima. That sounds like the vibe.
Thanks. Thanks.
Are you guys still selling?
Fortunately, I'm almost done.
So what I end up doing, even though I'm sure your guys' builds are already like maxed out, is I just go in and merge all of them. Oh my God, Illy's. Okay, hold on. I need to check out Surgicals because this also looks really cool. Yeah, I dig this a
I'm
lot.
just selling parts.
The gold on the greatsword arm is superb. Very good use of that. And
I'll be more on top of it next time.
Mavericks is very cool as usual. You guys are so good at this.
Okay. See, I'm good now. I just gotta.
Oh yeah, God, that's Chem for Prime. Yeah. I joined you this round, Tyranno. Do you guys mind while I'm doing sales if I do a quick chat round? How do you guys feel about that?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, let me swap the password around. Red called one.
This is the mission.
So
I just left. I had just joined the team, so I'll leave again and sell a little bit more. So I have.
Yeah, I
don't have to
figured
worry.
if you're hitting that part, then definitely like now is the time on that. Or no, let's do. Just hardcore to go quickly. This play set conditions. So password is going to be chat on this one. Chat. Red called a request, so please let Red join first. And then the next spot is up for grabs. As long as I don't accidentally crash my game. Okay.
Good to be here.
Alright, Red is in. It's no holds barred. Oh my God, this is just literally a tank. That's so cool, man. I love this game so much. That's so cool. That looks really good. Yeah, Minami, that is just a straight-up tank. Yeah, no, the customs. Doing the poses. Say again, came for Lord, Psycho Frame Atomic, or Neo Dark Rider. I gotta see Neo Dark Rider. Look at this guy, that's so dope. Oh, Zipper is in. Oh, Zipper's in chat. Oh, yeah. If I'm zoning out on whose name is who, please let me know. So I would love to know who directly is around. Definitely warmed up for the evening, which is really, really exciting. Also having fun with the Gonko because I'm ultra stabby thanks to the Rapier Lance combos. Yeah. Oh yeah, shit, Surgical, you just got out. Here, I'll check it as soon as we get back in for sure. I love that there are folks that do just show up to like show off their builds. Like it's not even about playing the rounds. It's so cool. It's just like, no, look at this cool thing I built. It's like, yeah, I want to. Hello, Beast. Thank you for joining and welcome to being new to Gundam. Well, okay, new to this game or new to the franchise? Because those are two, like, wildly different things. How do I advertise clan in lobby? Well, I guess, yeah, as a reminder, since now other folks are showing up, anybody who is in chat and following the channel, not subscribing, because that would constitute gambling, and I'm not into that, and also it's not allowed, so it doesn't matter either way. But if you're following my Twitch, and you're in chat, and you're active, and you have no clan, and feel like joining ours, it is open. The code is right there on my overlay, and you are able to send a request maybe to just me when I'm in the lobby. It might work on any member, but we would love to have you. We're very active. We play every Tuesday. Other people play like all the time. And we are almost in the top 100 now, which is very exciting. New to this game, you're Zipper. Oh, you're Zipper! Okay, cool, perfect. Hello. I'm glad that you popped into the actual mission. That's extra exciting. Have you played a Breaker game before, or is this straight up your first one? I'm assuming, based on what you're saying, this is your first one, and that is very, very cool. It is a great entry point. Oh, yeah, Maverick. I'm sorry that I'm using your real name if that's weird, but it's just so much easier for me to remember. Yeah, if you want in, like I said, the clan is open to all Twitch followers, for sure. The only stipulation is, obviously you're fine because we're actively chatting, but let me know if your Twitch name and your in-game name are different so that I can tell and invite the right people in. Also, thank you for the follow. First game ever? Beast, that is super cool. I'm glad you're liking it. I'm glad you're liking it enough to be like looking for participatory streams. We are veterans of the third one, not the entire series, because it was a lot more restrictive getting them. And there are people in here that have played like even more than those too.
I played a lot of the Dynasty Warrior Gundam game.
Also the Dynasty Warriors too.
I even have the Reborn one for the PlayStation 3 still.
I'm still jealous of that. I never got to play that one. Also, Beast, thank you for the follow. We just hit 130 followers. Fuck yeah.
Oh, snap.
That is hype as hell. Thank you, everybody, for being so supportive.
Yeah.
At this rate, I'm gonna need to change my whole branding to Gundam. It's like getting us half the participation in the entire thing. It's like this and Mega Man Maker are the ones that are like, wait, I get to look at my shit on stream? Oh my god, this is the coolest.
People like interaction, man.
No, I totally...
Yeah,
this is the kind of stuff that I've been absolutely waiting for. Like, I love this. It's been so much fun.
I'm still... how many people do we have, like, in chat right now? I've been trying to get a vibe for an idea I've had.
It fluctuates moment to moment. I think we're averaging probably around, like, 10 to 15 people.
Okay. Well, for our chatters that are... Especially for the chat people who are familiar with me, I'm very tired today.
You're fine.
I had this idea a while back to essentially stream myself painting a like animatic, and then the image for the images that make up the animatic, and then the animatic itself was going to be the visual behind what is to become a kind of voice acting reel, where the image is going to be a hologram of our characters from our Star Wars tabletop game that we've been playing for years now, and then the voice acting reel is our characters as the hologram of the holocron telling our story.
I'm way into that. I can't wait to see what you end up doing with it. Big fan of the idea.
I like it.
Black Lab is short for Black Labrador. Their names are Black Lab, Black Shepherd, and Black Terrier. Oh, I gotcha. We're talking. Very good.
I got it immediately. That's good.
Yeah. Oh, but to also newer followers who are joining because of this, I would love to hear about your main experiences with Gundam or mecha in general. So not just this game, but like anytime we get a new little chunk of new followers, it always seems to come up like, you know, favorite shows, favorite mechs, favorite like weapons and abilities and shit like that. Just yeah, all of it. Like I love that. That is like energy for my obsessive brain. Minami, that's such a good answer. My first real exposure to mecha was Pacific Rim. Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Like late to the game, but a very good entry point.
Real quick, I just wanted to touch back and be like, if,
go
if
for it.
anyone in chat was into that idea, I would like to hear about it. But
Also,
if not,
yes, too.
I'm not going to be too butthurt.
If anything else, too, like that'll be a great thing to have in the Discord server too.
That's valid. Yeah. Oh.
Because like 100%, that's like there for everybody who's like actively involved.
Yeah, just trying to gauge interest in something like that and determine whether or not I should actually put in the effort.
I mean, I think it's a worthwhile project, even if it's not getting seen by a bunch of people, you know? Like, I still go back and do my meat character drawings, even though there's like a precious few people who are actually interested in it, just because it feels good to do it.
Fair.
So, always pursue your creativity shit. Like, if you have the opportunity and you're feeling it, go for it.
You mean like the world building on the city-state I was talking about the other day?
Yes, exactly that. Like, you laugh, but 100%, yes, that is correct.
Yeah. Just briefly, so Chad isn't totally lost. Still D&D style tabletop stuff. I had basically designed a city-state culture for a character to be from. My character. And...
Oh!
and, well, it...
I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
No, the brief explanation is that he was originally designed to be in a totally different setting, so the city-state is how I explain him being in this setting.
Yeah.
Anyway, I realized a while back that there were some more nuanced elements of that society that I hadn't actually considered yet, like crime and punishment, and education, and population. So I actually like sat down and tried to research and do that.
Yeah, no, it was a good read. I love the, like, no, Max is the fucking mines. Like, that's where, like, the real shits go.
So, to explain that, for crime and punishment, the idea I landed on was that there would be a kind of lesser jail that they call the, Farm Hill Jail, but, you know, fantasy language. Anyway, that is where they send the lesser infractions and the we'll call them prisoners there, are made to work the farmsteads in the surrounding land so that they're still helping the society around them in some way. And then for more serious crimes and infractions, you are sent to what they call the mine pit prison, and you are literally forced to mine all day. Even your cell is carved into the mountain. And
oh, that I like. I don't think you sent that part to me.
part of the punishment of it is that it's like you don't get to see sun until I tell you you can, and
Yeah.
and then an element I didn't quite get to go into with you either was that because of how the city-state is situated and where these prisons are situated, if you're thinking about escaping, then once you get out of the jail, you either have to stealthily walk across half a city-state or the entirety of the city-state, or you try to find a pass through a mountain range and hope you can then walk through a desert on the other side.
Yeah.
And then if you do manage to walk through the city, if that's the route you're taking, then when you make it out of the city, you have to go through essentially a rainforest. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah, not ideal. Also, yes, this is DLC. It's one of the DLCs. Off the top of my head, I'm zoned out on exactly which one it is, but it is one of them. Oh my god. Yes, I got the double ground break on those guys. They were clustered together enough where each one of my swings was hitting both of them.
Oh,
nice.
Those are the best. It's really rare because the placement can be so janky.
I can keep going.
Wrong time for that voice line. Oh, man. But yeah, no, Beast, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you didn't have the DLC. It didn't even occur to me. I keep forgetting that, like, people can play actively without having all of it. So for other chat-specific ones, if we do those, I'll make sure to stick with main one so you're getting loot out of it.
When you get back, I have a mission selected, passwords in chat.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Also, while we launch back in, I gotta catch up on the mecha question.
Oh, yeah.
It was Pacific Rim. Surgical says, I've loved mecha ever since I was small. First mecha I ever saw was the SPD Megazord. That's a very good choice. Any of that stuff is dope. Like, Sentai is a big thing for me. Oh, Power Rangers, too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not one to worry about which one.
That probably would have to be one of my first ones, too.
Maverick saying
Which
G
one?
Gundam, absolutely. SPD is specifically...
Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's a Power Rangers series. It's like the...
I didn't quite catch...
9th or 10th, I think? It's farther along. SPD is fucking wild. Like, SPD is such a cool series.
It's actually one of the cooler ones.
It really is. Like, it's one of the ones that I wish I watched when it was airing, because it was, like, right in the age bracket for me where it was like, I don't like this as much anymore, because I've got
I had the
hormones now.
Megazord and everything. I was so like, oh man, look at this. It transforms, it's different cars. I have like 5 different mechs in one. I was able to convince my mom to buy it. Oh.
Also, Mavris, I see you saying G Gundam. Thank you. That is validating.
Yeah.
G is my favorite Gundam series, unironically. So that's rad. But yeah, no, God, SPD, fucking SPD, Airville, because I know I've talked to you about a lot of the ins and outs of those because of my writing projects, the Sentai-inspired stuff. SPD is the one where it's like, okay, I'm gonna go through and be crazy and, like, average out who has, or what series have what averages of what suit colors, and, like, names and stuff to make sure that none of the stuff that I'm writing is, like, ripped off wholesale or anything like that.
Oh,
and so
okay.
when I went through and made charts, it's like, okay, the first 5 have, like, everybody has a red and a blue, and then, like, green is also really common, and all this other stuff. And then you get to SPD, and it's like, okay, so there's 3 Red Rangers because 2 people rank up 2 different times, and they change ranks, like, 8 times. There's 2 Rangers that only show up in 1 episode each, and they don't actually have colors, but they do have themes. It's like... It's just like SPD out of nowhere is like, and now there's no rules.
And also, it's the conclusion to, like, the whole entire story arc. Like, it gives a good general wrap-up to, like, everything that's been happening since Mighty Morphin Power
I know,
Rangers.
it's wild. It's so crazy. How...
When you described it to me like that the first time, my brain immediately went to the Monty Python line where they're just like, and now for something completely different.
Yeah, kinda. Also, before we launch, let me check some of these mechs. Red, thank you so much. Look at this fucking Megazord. Chat, I need you to check it out. It's one of the coolest ones.
Oh, wow, cool. I love it, Red.
I need to make a Megazord build so fucking bad. Surgical I owed like looking at a couple of yours too. Also, make it for yourself first and foremost. Oh, that's back in your art comment. Minami says make it for yourself first and foremost. That's why I'm developing a custom setting. Hell yes. Additionally, with my exposure to mecha, exposed to mecha stuff since I was like 5 years old. Hell yes. There's some that I'm not a fan of. Jay, I saw you were responding to this one a bit, like the ones that require like flesh and blood from pilots and stuff like that. DLC.
Yeah, like the closest one I could think of was like in Iron-Blooded Orphans, where they like have to plug yourself into the suit.
IBO is up there, yeah.
And then I would almost said G Gundam, but that's just like a really tight-skinned suit that might just give you a really bad wedgie.
It depends. There's the episode in G where a kid tries to joyride in it, and the suit almost crushes him to death, because apparently the force feedback is so strong, and that's why all of the martial artists in the show are like Domon can kick a skyscraper. Like, they're basically superhuman. And so when, like, a normal-ass person gets in, it's like, I'm gonna be a Gundam too! It's just like, nope, no you're not! That's a huge mistake! I love that.
I mean, even,
And then there's...
I'm blanking on her name now. Rain?
So
Is that right?
yeah,
Which
Rain.
one?
Yeah, Rain really struggles
Yeah.
with it too.
Yeah, like, I will be the first to admit that the full animation with the voice acting for that sequence is very suggestive,
Yes.
but she goes through some pain with it.
Yeah. It's definitely not ideal. I'd like to think, too, that it's also the difference between, like, being, like, a child and an adult, because like, Rain's not a trained martial artist, so I'm sure a portion of it is also, like, oh, you're a smaller guy, I'm gonna autocorrect and make the suit way tighter, and the kid is just like, oh, this was a mistake! Also, I'm
gonna go ahead and
ready to
want this.
watch. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
IPO is great. Started my mecha love. Red, you're hitting all the right notes. Red says I started my mecha love with G Gundam and Big O, my man.
Big O!
My man.
Showtime!
Nobody talks about Big O. Solidified his older thanks to PR CGI Voltron sequel from the 90s. Oh God, I always forget about that one. Yeah, that one was a thing, wasn't it? There's also that weird Voltron that's like made of 20 cars, which is super weird.
Yeah.
That's the cool one.
I always like the
Yeah, right. Oh, well, the lion one is like normal Voltron. Like,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, the fact that the car one exists at all is very bizarre. I think that was
actually,
like back for more
that's
toy
actually
sales shit.
not the same anime that was to sell toys.
Yeah.
That was to sell micro machines.
Exactly. CJ Voltron had an exclusive Dragon Voltron as a villain mech, which was cool. That's dope. Magnus calling out Robotech by the name that most people would cringe at, but I am totally okay with. Also very appreciated. You know, I love this shit.
I need to see the new Transformers movie.
One, I know, I'm so mad I missed it
Yeah.
in theaters.
It's on HBO Max now.
I know, but it did so poorly in theaters, even though it's like apparently one of the best Transformers anythings that has like ever come out. It's like, God damn it, I wish I supported this. I should have gone. I wanted to go, I just didn't have the time. So,
I just lost track of time when it came out and everything. I was like, that's coming out soon.
I
right?
know, yeah, that happens a lot. I know our friend Neon, one of the newer streamers in our group, comparatively anyway, is like a big Transformers buff, too. So, like, that was a whole point of conversation for a while. What an actual names for both Voltrons. Lion was Go Lion, and vehicle was Die Ruggers 16. Yeah, that definitely sounds right. I love that stuff. I'm the one that, like, I know that there are whole arguments to be made about, like, localization changes being harmful because they might change the original directorial creator intent and stuff like that. But I like, you know, I like Power Rangers. I respect Robotech for what it brought to the States because that's how I got exposed to series like Macross. So I think they all have their merits. And I was actually raised on it, too, because I was... she's still around. I am very lucky to have a very cool mom. I know, you know, that's a whole other conversation. People's relationships with their parents can be very strange. But, like, one of my mom's old things when she was a kid was she grew up watching, like, Kimba the White Lion and Gigantor and stuff like that.
Really?
So, like, I know that Gigantor is, like, Tetsujin 16 or whatever, but no, he's not. He's Gigantor because my mom said so. Like, you know, it's a whole different side thing where it's like, okay, you know, I understand that this isn't the original intent, but also it's a way for me to bond with one of my parents. Like, I don't care that it's localized differently. Like, I grew up with her singing the Gigantor theme song to me. It's an important thing. Bigger than big, stronger than strong. It's just like, that was basically one of my lullabies growing up. It's like, I'm not going to trade that in just for, like, somebody being like, well, actually, his name is Tetsujin. It's like, yeah, I know, man, I get it, but it doesn't matter to me. It just, there's a reason why this is a thing on my end, and that's fine. You know, same with Power Rangers. Actually, Power Rangers is one I always jump to the defense of, because it is crazy to me how successful an IP got coming off of, like, creative decisions to make that footage work in a totally different story format.
Totally different.
Because, like, you know, it's really cheesy. Of course it is. Like, there's no way it couldn't be, but the fact that, at the very least, the first 5 seasons, the first 3 adaptations, told one long-running story, and sure, like, 90% of it was filler Monster of the Week stuff, but they still did it. And that's really cool from, like, an adaptation and, like, filming standpoint. Like, just making that work from a logistical standpoint is so fascinating to me. And the fact that they were never able to replicate it. Because they tried it with Kamen Rider, and that was awful. They tried it with VR Troopers, which I watched and had all the toys of, but that show is a goddamn disaster. Like,
It really was.
It's made from 2 different shows, which is why none of the 3...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you know how, like, anytime they all transform, the one that's red and blue goes off on his own, and they're, like, never on screen at the same time? That's because Red and Blue is a totally different goddamn show, and the footage didn't exist. It's like,
that's hilarious.
How do we make this work? I don't know, just put him somewhere else. Fuck it. It's so funny. Like, it's just this whole wave of like, oh, surely we can do this again, and they never could. It was just something about Power Rangers specifically. They just nailed it. And I love that. I think it's fascinating. Beetleborgs, too. I actually...
Beetleborgs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I love that. I had like, all of their figures because they were the knockoff Power Rangers, so they were cheaper.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's crazy because the metal... So, Beetleborgs is from a Sentai franchise called Metal Heroes, which I actually think is where a lot of the other ones come from, too. Like, basically, if they have, like, armor instead of a bodysuit, they're probably either Space Sheriff or Metal Heroes. And the wild thing about the Beetleborgs ones is they're from B Fighter, and then Metallics, I think, was like B Fighter J, because, you know, Beetle. And they're like the only Beetle-themed Metal Heroes at all. So, like, that wasn't even that line's thing. They just happened to come in on those ones. They have, like, the coolest suits, because that's all Metal Heroes is about. Like, it's just how robot can we make these guys look. I just think that's really cool from, like, a prop-making standpoint, because goddamn did the Beetleborgs look fucking cool. Like,
the only thing I didn't like about Beetleborgs was their Zordon was essentially a clown.
He was basically Ghost Jay Leno. Go back and watch it.
Yes.
You will like Flabber more than I think you remember.
As a kid, I didn't like him.
Oh, yeah. I kind of did either way, but looking at his performance now, it's like, oh, this is fucking... It's still camp as hell, but it's like, no, you're the best. Like, Flabber rules. Like, all of these facial prostheses, and you're still doing, like, Jay Leno monologue humor? Fuck, that's amazing. Like, you don't have anything to do with the original show. This is just a costume that these guys made, and you're, like, nailing every time you're on screen. It's incredible.
That's awesome.
I love that shit. There's also, like, all kinds of wild changes, too. Like, one of my favorites is in Time Force, which has, like, a whole bunch of other really cool Power Rangers, Super Sentai-related shit to it. But usually, the morphing sequences are the same. Like, they'll just kind of key out where the original actors' faces were, because usually it's a static enough image where you could just overlay it. But for certain ones, they can't do that. And Time Force's Special Ranger, the Quantum Ranger, is, like, a totally different setup. Like, they had to completely redo his morph from scratch, because he's the Quantum Ranger for us, who's, like, already one of the cooler Special Rangers because he's kind of a bad guy. Like, quick crash course on that. It's a show about, like, tracking mutant criminals through time. Like, they basically escaped a time prison, so you're in, like, a different time zone every couple episodes looking for monsters. But because they're,
That
you know,
one,
criminals...
I just know the premise of.
Yeah. So, like, because they're criminals, there's different backstories on all of them. So, like, maybe this guy was, like, a serial killer, probably not in Power Rangers, because obviously, you know, kids. But, like, maybe this guy just, like, stole some bread to feed his family, you know, that whole dilemma. And one of the introductory things for the Quantum Ranger is he's a Special Forces police officer. Like, they're all already Time Force members, but he's, like, Black Ops. Like, he's a hardcore guy. And he's ready to kill this monster who's, like, going to the Power Rangers saying, like, this guy's gonna kill me. All I want to do is survive and see my family again. All I did was, like, steal a thing. Don't let him do that. And it's like, already, holy shit, Power Rangers! What the fuck? Like, you can't just do that all of a sudden. I'm, like, 12. I don't understand what you're talking about right now. But so anyway,
Too morally gray.
He's
I
a
don't
really
know what's going on.
he's a really interesting character, and I think his counterpart is the same. So they made Quantum Ranger. You know, he like throws his fist in the air, and he gets like a DNA burst, and it's, you know, like a little explosion, and he transforms. It's not a bad morph, but that's one that they made for themselves because his counterpart is named Time Fire. And his transformation is, like, one of my all-time favorite-looking Sentai transformations out of, like, all of the classic original footage era. Because he does a regular kind of, like, cool, calm pose, and then, like, this perfect font of, like, practical effects light particles surround him, and then, like, the entire background turns into this, like, gorgeous fire swirl around him, and then he comes out of it fully already morphed. It's like, God damn it, you're so cool! But also your name is Time Fire, and that doesn't even make sense, and it's also so fucking cool. Like, what is a Time Fire? I don't care. This dude just transformed using, like, light and fire and badass.
That's so cool.
It's really rad. It's so rad.
It's so cool.
I love it. I love it so much.
The way you were described it for a second, I was just like, I'm sorry, the time knife?
Exactly. I'm sorry, Time Fire? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've all seen it. Time Fire. We get it.
The dot above the I broke me.
I know. Oh, also, Surgical in chat says, can we talk about how his Megazord is a mecha kaiju? Yes, we can. Quantum Ranger / Time Fire's personal, like, you know, I'm the 6th Ranger, I get a special Zord is called the Q-Rex, Quantum Rex. And
awesome.
it can transform, but most of the time, it's just an actual, like, you know, animal stance T-Rex with, like, multiple cannons on its back, and it looks really badass. Because the other guy, like, they're not animals. Like, I'm pretty sure Time Forces are, like, all vehicles that turn into stuff, and then meanwhile, Time Fire just rolls up in a fucking dinosaur. It's like, okay,
Hey
dope.
Jelly?
There's a D&D monster that is essentially a D&D astral plane mech.
Ah, I
You
need
get
to see it.
you get like magic soul bound to a kind of magical insectoid creature,
Uh-huh.
and that creature then is forced to like grow and metamorphoses into your exosuit.
Ooh,
And
okay, that's pretty rad.
yeah, but like because you bound with this creature's soul before it died and became your suit, that's how you control it. It's with your bond and your like
Oh my
magical
God.
telepathy with the suit and everything. It's freaking intense.
I'm upset that you're only telling me about this now.
When we're done with the stream tonight, remind me, and I will look up the video that I found that described it to me, and I will link you to it.
Okay, yeah, because I want to hear about that for sure.
Super sick.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I love shit like that. Like, not to get on too much of a tangent, because, it's called, apparently, Red is on it. Red says it's called
Thank
the
you, Red.
Spirit Warrior, and
Yes.
says it's based on Aura Battler Dunbine, which
Yep.
is, like, right back to Mecha, which that
Yep.
totally makes sense
Kind
based
of
on
why
that
I brought
description.
it up, yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, even the video I found about it, the poster, the original uploader on YouTube actually contacted the guy who published it for Wizards of the Coast, and he fully admitted, no, yeah, that's where I got the inspiration, that's what it's from.
You know, fuck it. If it works, it works.
Yeah.
Is there even anybody left? I want to run my combo, but this guy's got like 2 hits left. sending my own Spirit Warriors for my D&D table. Red, you fit in so well here, it's kind of astonishing. Also, Surgical confirms, yes, the main Time Ranger Zords are just a bunch of spaceships, so the fact that Q-Rex is a thing at all is just like, yeah, okay. Although I will say, props to their Zord, because you know how all of them, even if you've never watched a Power Rangers series, they all have like a signature finishing move and shit like that. The one that they have for Time Force is twofold. I might be thinking of two different signature moves, but either way. The first one is it dual wields its swords, I think. It's got a long and a short. And the activation for it is they turn into the hands of a clock that, like, it does a whole pose with and then does, like, you know, a time slash. But there's also a shot that they use in the opening sequence, so you can see it really easily on YouTube whenever you want, where the suit actors, because this is still before CG was getting used for the suits at all, like, the Zords were just Zords, where there's a shot where they're doing the one shot from The Matrix where they're both, like, mid-dive shooting past each other, except they're in full Zord costumes doing it with, like, the camera pan around and everything. It fucking rules.
Oh my god.
It's so cool.
Did you forget to skip?
Sorry?
Did you forget to skip?
I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, no, shit like that is amazing. What was the other thing? Oh, there's also Deca Break. Is like one of my all-time one of my all-time favorite special rangers outside of Zeo Gold.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say Zeo Gold is.
Zeo Gold is the shit. Like Zeo Gold is one of my favorite custom ranger themes. He's one of my favorite costumes. His first appearance is amazing. Like I love everything about him. Like his sword is a pyramid that just shoots exploding lightning, and it like doesn't need any more explaining than that. I love him. They named it Pyramidas because it's a gold pyramid. It's amazing. But it's either Omega Ranger in SPD or it's Deca Break, the Daybreak Detective for Sentai. And his first appearance, so first of all, he's like another rogue agent. He's like kind of a dick in Japanese. They don't really know who he is for the first couple episodes he's in. And he rolls up in a Zord first before you even see his suit, which is still very rare, I think. I'm dead, by the way. So, like, his whole thing is like, wait a minute, there's another robot. That's fucking weird. He shows up and jobs the villain, because, you know, that's how those always go. But the way he does it is he activates, like, a motorcycle throttle that's on one of his wrists, and then, you know, it looks like he gets shot by, like, a Gatling gun. So, like, in the original version, it's real bullets. In Power Rangers, they change it to, like, laser bullets because, you know, arguably that makes what he does even more impressive, which I think is kind of funny. But it's like, you know, whole smoke cloud and everyone's like, oh no, they dusted him. He got the mooks, but not the big guy. And then he's, like, still just standing there. And everyone's like, whoa, what happened? And instead of the normal, like, you know, I'm going to explain my power, they actually rewind the whole scene and then do it in slow motion, where he individually catches every bullet in one hand and then drops them. It's like, you are the coolest fucker! Oh god, it's so cool, man! Like, he revs a throttle and then stops time with it. And then he gets a ground punch that's like an electric shockwave, because of course he does. And he's blue and white. I'm very biased. But, yeah, so good.
What about the Green Dragon Zord that required every single red Power Ranger to show back up?
I don't know if I'm familiar with that scene. Oh, do you mean the Forever Red? Oh, Forever Red rules. Forever Red is really cool because that one they actually paid for one of the original Sentai choreographers to show up and do all of the fight choreography for it.
Oh, that's cool.
Because like that one is purely Power Rangers. There's no adaptation for that one. It's just their own celebration, and they went like ham with it. It's so rad. Oh yeah, Forever Red is like a yearly watch for me. That's one of the ones that I've seen the most times. It's so cool.
And then I'm also biased towards the Space Rangers.
Oh yes, In Space has some great shit too.
Where their whole Megazord was a giant spaceship.
Yeah, the Astro Megazord. Do you know how that adapted? Because it's really funny.
No.
So, the original pitch that Saban got was just like, you know, the sting reel footage, because they came out pretty close together after a certain point. And so it's like, okay, well, you see spaceships, and, you know, they're going through space on like these surfboard things. That's cool. We'll do Power Rangers in space. That's easy. It turns out that entire series is called Mega Ranger in Japan, and it's all about video games, and that was just like one level that they explore, and the rest of the series wasn't about space. But they already committed to the whole thing, so they were just kind of like, whoops, I guess we have to make all this from scratch now. So, like, in space was just this one big fucking mistake. Because they didn't have all of the information. I love it. Like, that's one of my favorites. Because it still came out pretty cool, right? Like, it's not a bad series. It's just, like, it was entirely wrong. Oh, man.
Awesome.
So funny. That also means the Titanium Ranger in that one is, like, fully custom. Or no, Titanium was, never mind. That's, Rescue. Lightspeed Rescue. They had the Silver Ranger in space. Never mind. Titanium Ranger was a custom. They didn't have a special ranger for that season, which I thought was really neat.
Dino Rangers, where like Tommy came back, was that a custom series? Were they making their own by then?
No. The only one that they ever made like from scratch for real was actually the most recent one, which didn't do well, unfortunately. But a lot of that is also because who was in charge of it? Not Bandai. Hasbro was doing some stupid shit with it. But they tried, and I respect that. But yeah, Cosmic Fury was a whole thing. But no, that Dino Thunder was, just another... That was just an adaptation. They just did a really good job with it.
No joke. It like brought me back, and I was like 20 years old at the time.
Oh yeah, no, well that was the whole point. It was a legacy season. I think it was like their first major legacy season. Like, Forever Red was a big deal, but I think it was the first time they ever did, like, a full-on, like, a whole season of it. It's also the one where the gif of Tommy roundhouse kicking a T-Rex comes from, which is amazing.
It is.
I see, God, chat's been going crazy with, like, all the stuff we're talking about, so we're never to mention Cosmic Fury again. Titanium was Lightspeed Rescue. Magnus, you got me. Wild Force Red Actor. Yeah, Tenkai, I know. It's very unfortunate.
And then they gave Tommy the ultimate morpher, and he could morph into like 5 different Power Rangers.
I know! He could turn into all of his legacy coolest shit. Such a good idea.
It's so cool.
Just drops the fucking laser bullets. Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, no, Magnus, exactly. Like, Omega Ranger, like... The whole thing I was talking about, making it more impressive in English than Japanese because of the censorship, is like, it goes from him catching bullets to catching lasers. It's like, wait a minute, that's even less likely. Also, Surgical says, fun fact, Omega Ranger didn't get an out-of-suit actor because they ran out of funding, and so that gave them the excuse that because of some shenanigans they can't de-henshin. Interesting. Because I remember him having a character, but maybe it happened, like, way later? Cosmic uses footage from Q Ranger for the Megazords. My favorite Sentai season. Oh yeah, that's a weird adaptation stuff. Is definitely a bummer. Master Morpher cleared my part storage again, so you can play again. God, I love when we get into these like stints. Oh right, there's another boss.
This is new.
I want to use my combo, please. I want to use my combo, please.
Okay.
Please. I need to recharge. God, I'm gonna kill her before it... Hold on, I need to let my regular-ass shots come back without dropping the combo. Alright, there we go. And there we go. Didn't break! What? Get out of here! How are you healing? Stop that!
Somebody must still have the dialogue going.
Oh... Yeah, it skipped for me. Oh well. It's funny because I used my ult, but I'm still in Awakening because it thinks that I'm in the cutscene. It's actually kind of neat. The character they knew in the present, but Omega was from the future. Oh, I see, I see. Hasbro would make the original season with their own footage, but even then they used footage that wasn't there. That does suck. But also, like I said, Hasbro started making some really weird fucking decisions. I really hope that the... like, Power Rangers aspect of things recovers at some point. For those in lobby, I'm going to run my Megazord build for the rest of the night. I miss playing with them. Hey, I mean, It's definitely on brand with what we're talking about. Also, in 1 minute, we have an unskippable ad on my end. I've burned all of our snoozes. So, as a heads up.
I gotta skip this. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. It's okay, we got him. Oh no, I killed Erevel!
I just saw your shield floating around in the
Me
background.
too.
So many Sentai seasons they haven't adapted. I know.
I forgot to skip again.
Oh my god. You guys.
Skipping!
I would love... I don't know if they would have ever been able to adapt Talker, but man, like, the stuff that I've seen of that season is so funny. For you guys, Erevel and Jay, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's T-O-Q-G-E-R, but, like, with weird capitalization in places. So let's just say Talker. It's a train season, but it's also, like, one of the Sentai joke seasons, because occasionally they do ones that aren't supposed to be that serious. And the Red in that one is just, like, an ass clown. Like, he's just, like, there's gifs of him, like, laying on his back, saying, like, nope, I don't care anymore. I'm not gonna fight, like, you know, shit like that. One of my favorite gifs from him is, he's on his front, like, fully extended, so, like, you know, his hands are out in, like, the Superman pose, but kind of like a log, on his stomach, and Pink rolls him over, and he does not break that pose, and she's just like, are you okay? And he just kind of tilts his head for a second, and then looks back normal, still not breaking the pose, and just says, not really, but whatever. It's like, I don't even know the context for that, but it's one of my favorites. It's so funny. I love that one. Tokuger. Gotcha. Trainer. Okay. As they say in the season, Tokuger. That makes sense. I need to actually watch that one. Because that's also one where, like, his final power-up is, like, rainbow mode. Like, he absorbs all their colors. And so red becomes rainbow, and I don't think I've ever seen that in another Sentai before, where he's just like, I'm every color now. Fuck it. They're just, like, all idiots. It's so funny. Ooh, Zipper. This is a cool build. I like that one a lot. Oh, right. No, this isn't DLC. That's like the free DLC. Gotcha.
And we beat the DLC! Let me do... Oh, I can't skip the credits, because this is my first time.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. This is our grunt suit. Oh, look at you with the sword. I see you, Magnus. I like
There's
that.
supposed to be more DLC next year, from what I've seen?
It's gotta be. I mean, they couldn't have burnt through all their stuff right away. How cute. Rainbow.
At least for the first quarter.
Oh, yeah, Ubel with the Pirate season. Yeah, that was one that was like... I'm surprised they even tried to adapt that one, honestly. Epsilon, I like the fade on your backpack. Oh, shit! We are in ad break. Oops! God, I even just said, like, we're about to have unskippable ads. Very good at my job. This isn't my job. I'm not good at anything.
That's a lie.
Yeah,
This is a hobby.
it paid for my groceries once.
Oh.
I know. It actually really
You're
saved
making
my
that
ass.
streamer money.
I know. It was $60 old. Yeah! This is just a straight up Mazinger build. Oh, that's a good Mazinger, too.
I got a Barbie ad.
Well, I know my target audience after all. That's a really good Mazinger. I can't stop looking at this one. They, like, really nailed it with the head crown. Oh, and the escape pod is the mini-more. That's a really good detail. I like that a lot. Oh, this one's really sick, too. So many good... It's like every break... Oh, this is the guy that's still in. And he's just been, like, showcasing builds all night. This is still the dude that's from individual style rank 3. He's just like, yep, still here. Still posing.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of his builds.
They're really cool.
They are really cool.
How are we doing on the ad break? 47 seconds.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm at 8 of 10 at the moment.
I wonder if the credits will be done.
I think they actually do time out about that time. Because it happened to me last week. Oh, that's clever. Really simple build part use, but I like it. I like this guy's favorite Gundam series. Mobile Suit Gundam Wing Endless Walls, Gundam Build Fighters, and all Gundam products. And the rest.
And everything else.
Hey, I mean, hey. I think you guys are saying welcome back as soon as the ads are up in-game. Very good.
Oh, I am back. I'm just still working through the credits at the moment.
Ah, you'll get there. Okay, so catching up the folks that weren't in here, I am a huge fan of the Mook unit that you made, Magnus. Very, very cool. Forgot your shield. Womp womp. Compliments got eaten by the end. Yeah, no, it's all good. Which would you want to see? Kaitlapon, Frosty, or why Astra? I gotta go with Astra because it's really close to the clan name. I'm very curious. The way they butchered Gokaiger pisses me off too. Yeah, it's impossible to not be frustrated at that one. It'd be perfect. Again, I'm shocked that they tried. Like, people didn't think that they were going to adapt that one because it's just like, fuck. Like, what do you even do with that? For context for you guys, Gokaiger, the Pirate Sentai series, is a legacy series from Japan, where the whole gimmick is that they could transform into every previous series, including the ones that we never got. And it's like, you can't go around that footage because there's ones where the team, like, mixes them instead of, like, okay, we're all Zeo Ranger, which is, you know, Mighty Morphin, and we're all Car Ranger, which is Turbo, you know, all that stuff. So it's like,
oh, Turbo.
Surely they won't adapt this one, because we're going to have ones from, like, the 70s, like the one with the blonde wig glued to the helmet and stuff. Like, everything is in here, and they did it, and it was really terrible. So it's like, anyone could have told you that.
So the movies for the Power Rangers, those obviously weren't using the Senpai edits all the time, especially the Turbo movie.
No, yeah, those ones did not.
Which you could really tell with the animation of the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger versus the Ooze and the Megazord. If you go back and look at it today, you're like, ooh.
I, honestly, unironically, I love the first Mighty Morphin movie, and, like, the only thing...
It's a good movie.
If they could go back and, like, just reanimate those scenes, it'd be fine. Like...
It would be fine. I
totally fine. Because what
I... use a nice, like, remastering.
Oh, that's a really good one. No, not Fake Camper. But also, that's cool. All your builds are cool. No, not that one either. I need to see the Super Robot one. Yeah, there's my boy. That's oh, you even made it kind of SD. That's so sick. The one, NG
cool.
Heroes, he's, Ultraser? Somebody in chat will correct me, but he's one of the designs from Super Robot Wars OG. I actually have a model kit of this one. It's just in blue instead of red. He's really rad. Altayson, thank you, Red. I appreciate it. Yeah, that one's super sick. Oh, you've seen this one on YouTube? Is this guy, like, a really big deal? Or, well, no, because he's only rank 48 and he's using fledgling build... I mean, I guess you could fake that. Oh, and there's just a little cat! There's just... Is this like a little Hello Kitty? Oh my god! Chat, please look at my screen right now! Look at this guy!
That's awesome.
That's really funny. He makes YouTube builds. That's awesome. That's so cool. Cat with bazooka. I love him. I love Elite 35P question mark. That's a great one. I actually really like that grading. Hello.
Thanks.
It kicked me all the way to the screen. Ugh. All the way to the main screen. Did it kick me out of the lobby too? It did.
You got kicked out of the lobby?
Yeah, I don't remember that happening for me. Ooh,
I'm still in the lobby.
Oh, this is an Armored Core one. That's a really good Armored Core one. Very dope. He makes it. This is him! Oh my god, that's really cool. I wonder if we're going to show up in one of the videos. That'd be pretty rad.
So since it's already 10:55, is there in Central Time at least?
Yeah. I actually, do we want to do one more mission really fast? Like, just a quick one? Or do we want to... We're 105 now? Hold on. Shut the hell up.
Or did you want to do a content one? Or with some of the people in the chat?
I'm okay with whatever you guys are okay with. We are at clan rank 105 right now, guys.
Nice.
We jumped up a couple spots. All our hard work is paying off.
Beat the story mission. I got more points.
I know, right? Oh yeah, it is exactly. The credits rolled and you've ratcheted us over.
Exactly. See?
So many cool builds. Okay, wait.
I gotta give a good builds. I gotta give.
Monte-kun. Oh, he's got sunglasses on now. My God.
I love it.
Where's Yeah, here we go. No wait, is this the right one? Demolishing hardcore story mission. Very good. No, this one I have.
Right, that's awesome.
Where is? Ooh.
There we go.
Sinanju Hinterland. Oh, that's actually really dope. I love that use of the alternate colored arm. It's very simple, but very, very effective. Center stage. Oh, thank you. I just realized what you were talking about. I was looking at, like, the middle of the room, and I couldn't find you. I'm sorry, I'm, like, burnt out. My jaw is actually starting to hurt from how much I've been talking tonight. Ooh, I like this one a lot. I need to make a build using the lights out Yakushiki head.
Parts on?
I really like that.
God.
Yeah, very, very cool. That's why Astra. Do I see the special? Hold on. Do I see the special trait?
Did you see Elite Yagoop with the white bear guy with sunglasses?
I did. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't give a good build. There you go. I fixed it.
I might be missing the special trait. Tell me the special trait.
Looking good.
I'm sure as soon as I see it all. Or
I've got a
translation. Oh, twin satellite cannon. Yeah, that's very solid.
Don't forget to approve anybody to the clan.
Yes, also that. Let me know, gang, who all has sent applications, invite requests, clan application. Zipper, I know Zipper is in. So yes, accept. And then Breaker Maverick, yes, absolutely. Thank you for the reminder, Jay. That's gonna bump us up for sure too.
Exactly.
I got a quick one selected for us if we still wanna.
Yeah, let's do it. We need to do like a good quick cooldown, I think. Same password.
Yeah.
No, not that. Quad set. Oh, it's the quad set. Okay, gotcha. Oh wait, shit. I need to hold on. I need to see this build. fuck you, Ben mission. Airville mission. I gotta see it.
You just dox.
I know. I'm the worst. Ooh, I love the way this head is designed. That's really, really cool. Great color scheme. I like the purple accents. I like this guy a lot. Okay.
Ooh.
Friday we got a new event mission too. Yes, we need to keep up on that a little bit better.
I'll try.
Oh, that wasn't a
Yeah,
call out on you.
literally.
I'm just like in general because I keep missing them too.
We got Thanksgiving this weekend.
I know.
And sales.
So
and...
before I forget, since this is our cooldown mission and we will use it as an opportunity to kind of do the what are we doing this week stuff. Thursday, you can launch us by the way. I'm set.
Looking good.
So Thursday is not going to be a thing. We're going to stream on Friday. I'm fine. I actually, like, my plans got shifted, so I'm not doing anything until Sunday. But I am going to work that day because that means I get fucking holiday pay, and that's amazing.
What?
And then because Myth is doing stuff with his family, because his family is actually local, mine are not, so, you know, he won't be around either. And I figure most people in chat are also going to be doing stuff too. So Thanksgiving is no stream night, but we are still streaming. It's just going to be Friday. And it will almost certainly still be more Megaton Musashi. So if anybody new is into, you know, all this mech stuff, which it seems like everybody is, which, God, I'm so happy, definitely show up for that. It's getting insane. Every time we play it, more insane shit happens, and I'm going into it blind. Most of us are going into it blind. We're, like, all experiencing the Super Robot story together. I cannot recommend it enough. It is so fun. we'd love to have you there. Then Monday is going to be more of Misadventures of Tron Bon, which is so charming it is almost physically painful. The last fight we did in the last stream was so entertaining and like so clutch at the same time. I also highly recommend it. It is part of one of my favorite Mega Man series, and it's one that way less people know about because it's such a weird, rare, expensive black sheep in the franchise. And then Tuesday is going to be more of this.
That one.
I'm glad you've been showing up for it. It's been so much fun.
It's been a fun watch.
Knowing that the Legend series didn't sell well is so
sad.
It's so upsetting because like any time I go back and play them, it's like the targeting system is a little dated. Like if it had twin stick now, which obviously it makes sense. Like the DualShock wasn't even out when the first one came out.
No,
I don't think.
it wasn't.
So I get it, and it still plays fine. But like, I understand. But knowing that it was like, people see it and they're like, "That's not a good game." It's like, no, I promise you, it really is. You have to give them a try. It's so earnestly good. So anyway, show up on Monday. I really can't recommend those games enough.
They're at least a good storyline.
Oh,
if nothing
they're
else,
super
to
like
watch someone else play.
Yeah, like the art style and the story get some of my highest marks. Like I would almost argue that I like some of those aspects more than the X series. I don't, but I'm close. Like it's my second favorite Mega Man series out of all of them. So, huge
It's my
recommendation.
favorite.
That's a great choice.
Little guy,
I know, I'm going for him.
Coming.
where'd he go?
Oh, I'm beating the shit out of him. Everybody rounding up to like, get him! Need to play that Tron Bon game sometime. Yeah, you really do. Like, definitely emulate it. I actually have, not with me, I gotta preface that. I have a copy that was local at a game store that I go to that I really wanted to save up to get, but a couple bills hit. But right now, complete in box, it is going for at least $650. Like, it is a very rare game. Because it was a side game prequel to a series that already wasn't selling well, so there's not a lot of copies of it. So fun, though. God, I love it. And if you do show up, chat, a reminder for that one that we are naming our serve bots after followers. So we would love to have you be on the serve bot team. You guys talk for a while. My jaw hurts.
Talk? Why would we do that? Were we entertaining people?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Well,
When you put it like that.
Seriously, I think on that last note on Tron, I felt my jaw pop. I'm gonna not talk at work tomorrow, I don't think.
That's fair.
Do you want to see Dragon Astray X Supernova, or Supernova Harlequin? Sounds amazing. Surgical, that's the one I want to see for the finale. Because after this mission, we are done for the evening.
Yeah.
see.
And yeah, Minami, it's way up there. I think it's the single most expensive. People talk at work. Well, sometimes. I try to avoid
Part
it.
of my job is talking.
Yeah.
I don't have to talk to anybody at my job. It's
Fuck you.
amazing. One job, I sit at an old folks' home overnight and do nothing, and they tell me I can watch Netflix. And my other job, I make web pages from home.
God, I want all of what you just described.
So I can literally do 2 jobs at the same time.
That's the dream. Well, I guess working twice at once isn't the dream, but you know what I mean.
Getting paid to do
Yeah, exactly.
double for the same effort.
Exactly. Says the mechanic who can dodge away from me. Yeah, exactly. It's so satisfying getting that double activation. It's just visually so good. Someone made Ume as a mobile doll. Oh, I'm excited to see that too. God, there's so many good builds tonight. This should be the last wave for this round, right?
It should be.
Oh, I think so.
Well then, boop. Got one of them. There we go.
This little guy over here by himself, just like, I got it. Oh gosh.
Got him with the electric light ball. That's not what it's called.
Another round. We lied.
Ah, well.
It's Mr. Dragon Red Astray.
Master
the
Dragon
third.
Astray. Exactly. Supernova Harlequin is the final evolution of a custom gunpla line I made. The previous ones were named Dark Flame Jester and Sacred Sun Joker. I dig it.
Ooh.
I love when people do stuff like that. You know, unsurprisingly, knowing all of the lore we've dropped about our custom builds in chat before.
Right.
Who'da thunk it?
Who? Not me.
Let me in the door.
I was thinking about getting into... WoW, I want to hear opinion. You like World of Warcraft? I feel like it's like the de facto MMO for a reason. You'll definitely get a kind of good baseline for a lot of stuff. I think, personally, there are better ones out there. I've really enjoyed, and I know a bunch of other people, chat regulars, will also vouch for Final Fantasy 14 Online.
I thought you were going to say RuneScape.
There's a lot of good options. I don't think you'll go wrong with WoW. At the very least, you'll get a lot of good baselines.
There's so much to do with WoW.
Yeah, like, it's been around for so long, there will be no shortage of actual content.
I would recommend just trying to join a clan, and you'll probably get the most out of WoW.
Yeah, almost certainly. I did not enjoy the time I played. I don't necessarily miss playing it, if that makes sense.
Afford it. I couldn't
That
afford
too.
the monthly subscription when it came out.
And I guess what I'll say, too, is, you know, I'm saying that if I were to pick one, it would be Final Fantasy XIV. A portion of that is because I have a lot of friends who are, like, very into it, so the social aspect really sells it.
Was not Final Fantasy 11?
I know that was also an MMO, but I've never played it. I know that's kind of your joke, and I'm going to step on it right here.
That's the only Final Fantasy Online I played,
No, nothing wrong with that.
and it was rough.
I've heard things about it, yeah. Did the free trial of WoW. After 2 hours, I gave up because it's just not fun, says Magnus. Uh-oh. Oh,
I never got into WoW myself, but that's because I was neck deep in Diablo 2.
I
Minami.
think I would have, the small like demo I got to play, I think I would have enjoyed more if I had more people to play with.
What, WoW? Or...
Yeah.
Oh, almost certainly. Like, I think that's really an MMO thing in general. Like, I'll always talk up how much fun I had with MapleStory, but not having people to play it with is, like, you know, a whole different thing. It's just so discouraging to want to go through what is supposed to be a big group experience and not be able to do that. So that's another really big consideration for that kind of thing, too. Like, no matter what the game is, if the format is based around playing socially, you are almost certainly going to have a much better time if you are able to do that. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I know there's certain people that don't care about that kind of thing. I know there is famously one person who, just in the past couple of months, I believe, managed to get to the level cap in Final Fantasy XIV without using combat a single time, which took him multiple years, but he just wanted to see if he could. It's like, you know what? You don't need a clan to do that, maybe. I guess I don't know. I would never do it, but holy shit. So, you know.
Yeah, that kind of...
Yeah, it was like a whole news article. Like, that one people were, like, posting full-length news articles about. It's just like, okay. No playable Bongar or Moogle in 14. Yeah, I will say that the races in 14 are kind of boring, but I don't hate them. Also, Jay, to your point earlier, Minami says, we've got 11 in 14 now.
Do we really?
I
Do
think,
they really?
I think legitimately, yes. I think most of the 11 content just kind of got rolled into it. 14 is a massively supported game. I'm actually pretty amazed.
if I had people to join me, I would go into it. But I mean, I also been really wanting to play Monster Hunter Frontier, and we've all been like, but Gundam.
I know. I really want to do the Frontier setup you've got. I'm fascinated by that one. Yes.
The 24 main raids.
Got 11 as the new 24-man raids. Okay, so it's a thing. Final Fantasy now has bunny boys and buff female cats. I mean, yeah. All I'm saying is, I think most MMO race selections are safe and dull, let's say. I don't think the writing is bad. I know everybody's gonna, flex their writing staff differently, but personally. Anyway, that's gonna do it for us for this evening. I'm even gonna put my controller all the way down because I'm so physically exhausted right now, and if I keep giving myself the opportunity, although Surgical, that is a very cool build. I guess I'm gonna look at one more build. Okay, Control, because that is really
Elite
sick.
has a very tiny robot lady
Shit.
with a hat.
Okay, I guess I do need my controller for this. Don't move. I gotta...
Nice color palette on Len. I like it a lot.
Can't wait for Wilds. I'm a big Monster Hunter World player. Beast, that is also good to hear. We're going to be playing a lot of Monster Hunter when that comes out. We've talked about it on stream before. I have some misgivings with some of what I'm seeing about Wilds, but I'm still very excited for it. I'm still going to play it day one. I'm going to play a lot of it.
Probably the same here. I just hope there's no major issue between compatibility on crossplay the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, there's not a chance I'm going to... That is
I don't
funny.
blame you.
Yeah, I'm not playing that one on PC. And it sucks because I want to. I think that game would be great with mods. It's just, unless I can get, the world's most powerful PC, it's not going to run, and that sucks because,
Hey, according to AMD Performance, I was in the top 95th percentile of running Monster Hunter when the beta came out, and I spent $900 on my computer.
Yeah, but didn't you still have a bunch of problems with it? Or am I thinking of
No.
somebody else? Oh, maybe I'm thinking of somebody else then. All I know
I've
is
had
that
no problems.
I'm very glad that Capcom is doing more about their 100-player lobby.
At least
Yeah.
it's releasing at the same time this time.
Oh, yeah, well, that and crossplay. I'm very happy that they're expanding that kind of thing. I wish Capcom were better at PC ports, because that's always been a problem for them. And to be fair, that's a problem with a lot of Japanese developers, because PC play base is not big in Japan, but it's a whole thing. Anyway, I need to stop. Otherwise, my jaw's going to fall off. I love all of you. This has been super, super fun. Again, just in case anybody didn't hear me the first time, we are not doing a stream on Thursday. It will be Friday because of Thanksgiving. Go be with your loved ones, or just eat a lot of food. I'm not here to judge. As long as you enjoy your holiday, that's the important part. We will be back on Friday to see you all through your food comas. Gentlemen, do you have anything else to say that I might have forgotten?
It's Krover.
Good night and good luck.
Everybody have a thunderful evening. Take it easy. We will see you on Friday. Thank you so much for playing with us.